And you, and you, and you, and you. In the morning. In the morning.
That was good. What a great song. Nothing would be better than to be in Louisiana.
I haven't heard that song in forever.
I played it today at work.
Really?
Yeah.
My cousin used to wake us up to that song.
It's a great song.
I was like, bro, fuck this. Well, it sucks when it's 7 in the morning when someone's waking you up to it. What do you mean?
I do it at 5 a.m. when
like,
people
bro.
are walking into work. You're like, dude, chill out.
All you hear is,
We got to turn Sharpe down, or we got to turn my headset down.
It's the morning. Oh. And you're like,
Oh, it's morning.
good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late, but good morning. Good morning to you.
Well, we told him 7:15. He'll be there at 7:25.
Come, Mr. Dolly Man.
Dolly me banana. Daylight come and me want go home. Daylight come and me want go home.
Me zare.
Do you know that from anything other than
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I can't think of anything else besides Beetlejuice.
Me either.
I think it's is it in Father of the House? Man of the House, not Father of the House, Man of the House.
What the fuck is Man of the House?
What is it, Man of the House? It's
Seen
with
Man on Fire.
to Chevy Chase and
Oh,
the
no.
kid. That we bring him up so often in this,
Paul Rudd.
but no, Jason Williams Johnson,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It's him.
Why do we bring him up ever?
He comes up all the time. But Man of the House, man, it's with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase, and Chevy Chase is the stepdad, and they join as like a father-son bonding kind of thing. That he joins like a Boy Scout troop, but it's more of like they do like an Indian tribe type stuff. It's very good. I'm pretty sure they sing the Daylight Come and Me One Go Home.
Makes sense.
I get that one confused with Jungle to Jungle.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
easy,
shit.
easy
Hold on.
mistake.
Isn't that the same people?
Tim Allen, Chevy Chase. No, Tim Allen is Jungle to Jungle. Chevy Chase is
Tim Allen and then Mimi Siku.
Mimi Siku.
Who's Mimi
Is
Seiko?
it Jungle to
Music
Jungle? Isn't that? I don't know that one. I know that one.
You know Jungle to
I
Jungle.
know Jungle to Jungle. I don't know
He
the
climbs the
other one. Man
Statue of
the Home.
Liberty. It's
House of
where
Man.
He
Tim
finds
Allen-
out his son was raised
By monkeys.
not by monkeys.
Well, monkeys. It's
It was like in like an Aboriginal tribe or something.
right, like a
Right,
third world
did I
tribe.
hit a nerve there by saying being raised by monkeys?
Yeah, but the problem is it's just the
It's called Jungle to Jungle.
No,
Yeah,
you're,
but-
no, you're confusing Tarzan with.
you're thinking of Mowgli. You're thinking of the Jungle Book.
Oh, man.
I'm thinking Jungle to Jungle, dude.
Similar premise, I guess, but not based in New York City at any
You
point.
saw what you heard it.
Honestly,
you heard it.
I thought they were going to say yeah to the monkeys.
We,
so.
Yeah.
we hear you, Joe.
Oh, do we?
You're there. I hear him. It's 6.
You heard me?
I heard
Yeah,
everything you
we-
said. You came in late and you disrupted the flow, so I had to wait till
You
I
have a
could
weed whacker on your
naturally
shirt?
bring you in to the current.
You got a hair.
To the flow, y'all said 7:15. It's
No,
fucking
I said
7:05.
7:15.
Hey man, when we're
Oh,
here, we're
shit.
here, dude.
Here we go. I got you.
Hell
Oh shit,
yeah.
dude, clap.
That was nice.
Great job.
That was a nice.
That's
Snap.
a one-handed clap.
It felt good.
Crispy.
You ever think about that? One-handed clap is actually a snap.
Not if you do this.
What is that?
You've never seen the one-handed clap world record?
Show me the world. Show it to me.
I can't do it. My wrists are bad.
You're not breaking any.
God, it sounds like you're jerking it over
It
there.
sounds,
It hurts so
sounds
bad.
terrible.
I don't know.
You gotta watch the video. There's literally a one-handed clap world record. It's how many claps can you do?
In a minute or how long?
I can't do it with my right hand.
Before your hand falls off?
No, there's how many you can do in
man.
like a minute.
That hurts.
It doesn't feel good.
That's
A
rough.
random thought I was having is who the most overrated singer of all time is, and it's Michael Bublé, dude. How's this guy famous still?
Disagree with that.
Is he still famous?
He's still famous.
Yeah.
Every Christmas he comes back around.
He's like Mariah
Yeah, that's
Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Sounds-
Mariah Carey's got real money glitch.
He's got a good
dude.
voice though.
he doesn't. He got
He
a
does.
very mediocre voice.
He's got a one range voice. I feel like he can't mix it up too much. But no, he's an entertainer. He's a pretty likable guy. You ever watched his like live concerts in
I hate
person?
him.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Did you see him whenever
He's
he
delightful.
Did you see him on the press tour whenever he just played in like the All-Star game in hockey recently?
Did that happen?
I don't know if it was an All-Star game or what. Maybe it was a celebrity game where
The
they were
celebrity
playing hockey.
game?
And he
Michael Bublé was there?
Michael Bublé was there, and he popped shrooms before the game,
Who is this guy?
and he was tripping during the press conference, and he was like,
You like him now?
I still hate him.
Oh.
That's pretty likable, actually.
Exactly. He's just living my dream.
How
right,
old is
dude?
he?
That's what I'm saying. That's a good time.
Like 35 maybe.
Yeah,
No, he's older than
40,
35.
40 maybe.
Michael Bublé's 40 years old.
He's been
Yeah.
doing it. He's been doing it for a while now.
He's been doing it for 40 years.
He's been doing it for like 15 years.
Yeah, 15. That's it. Probably got
He-
big ground.
Honestly, I thought he was 60 years old.
He got his start by cover. Well, I don't know if he.
He was on American
I don't know if he
Idol.
got his start by this, but I feel like his most popular music to me are all this Frank Sinatra.
Right,
covers.
exactly. That's how I know him.
He got the same name as the guy in Office Space.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
the main guy, or is
Yeah,
it?
one of the guys.
You're talking about George Michael.
Fuck. Any relation?
Any relation?
Are you? Yeah. Why would I be related to George Michael with the exact same name as George Michael?
You know, that's.
Any relation?
I see the issue.
Yeah, he's my brother.
George
I don't
Michael.
know- I don't know
Not
why.
overrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say George Michael is one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not overrated.
Can't name a song.
Yes, you can.
I
Don't
can't
do-
name a
give me a
song, but
minute.
I might know a song. I just can't name one.
Okay, Mariah Carey, is she overrated?
No,
Yeah,
she's the
she's
best.
overrated.
She only comes back every Christmas.
She got a
She's
money
so
glitch.
overrated.
That's the ultimate money
No,
glitch.
that you can't say. No, Mariah Carey is very, very talented. Very, very talented.
She's overrated in my
She
opinion.
she was a
I'm just throwing up
diva.
a question. I'm not saying she is overrated. I'm just
yeah,
throwing it
I
out
hear you.
there.
But no, like I feel like it was Whitney Houston into Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey can just do the whistle. That's it, dude. That's
Is
all.
that high note?
That whistle note. That's all that made her famous. She's
yeah, I
not
mean
that good.
that takes talent to hit
She's
that.
pretty good.
She's pretty good. She's got
Not
a lot
anymore.
Of classics.
She can't sing anymore.
I mean, she's been.
Well, I
doing
mean,
it
she's
for
100 years old.
burned out.
She's not 35, 40,
Whitney
right?
Houston?
No, well, she's
She
like
can't
she's
sing
like
anymore.
55.
She can die, dude. She's dead.
Well, she can't.
just
She
mean, what
actually
else
can't
could
die.
she do?
That's the one thing she can't do is die.
What?
What else could she do besides hit the high notes?
She can everything.
Whitney was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
we
goes
can't.
everywhere.
Give me your-
No Whitney slander in the.
I'm not.
in the
I'm
chat.
not slandering. I'm just posing the question. Give me your best Whitney Houston impersonation.
I would never.
He's gonna. Oh
Try it.
wow! You were damn. I thought you would do something. To
I
be
would.
honest.
He sings Whitney in the shower all the
Oh,
time.
of course.
Yeah, I
All
would
the time.
never.
I know he sings Whitney in the
you
shower.
would try it.
I would.
Oh, you thought I was gonna do it? Didn't you?
whoa.
You sound better in the mic.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna. I think if I do it, my voice will crack, and I don't want to hear that voice crack.
I'm on the spot right now. I didn't warm up. I had a Pepsi a minute
Tough,
ago.
dude.
And let's hear it.
You gotta go
I
up
can't
with
hit
it, dude.
that
You gotta
note.
go up with it.
I can't hit
Hey, I will always love ding.
Honestly, not a Whitney Houston impersonator, but
Pretty good.
Sounded pretty good,
It's
though.
a pretty good voice. He's got a good voice.
you could be
You can
Michael
do-
Bublé.
almost.
Yeah, I was gonna
Michael
say.
Bublé,
Right
dude.
there.
Fuck Michael Bublé.
No, man, you can't hate. He stays under the radar. Bublé is not he's not too over in the
I
media.
gotta see how old this dude is.
His own thing.
He can't be that old. He's under 40.
Hey,
I don't know.
put that phone away. Where's our
We
computer
were-
guy at?
Our computer guy's dead.
I was watching the old "We Are the World" music video where they
yeah.
bring in all the big artists at the time, and they did it again in 2010. But like the first one, you had like Billy Joel, you had Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Kenny Loggins, Michael Jackson is top tier.
What was that? 1992?
I think
91?
so. That makes sense. 1992 makes sense. Maybe a little earlier than that actually, because Michael Jackson was still pretty young. But what would be the 2024?
Michael Jackson would still be young in 92.
Hold
He'd
on,
be
I
like
gotta,
20 years
I'm
old.
I don't want to cut
I
this
guess
off.
so,
I want to
maybe.
come right back to this.
Yeah.
How old do you think Michael Bublé is?
Oh, God, 44.
How old do you think Michael Bublé is?
I said 40, but by your look,
How old is Michael Bublé?
I'll say 39.
Okay. He's 48 years old.
Is he really?
So let's not say 35, 40.
he's a good-looking 48,
48?
years old, man.
Yeah,
He's
he looks-
48.
he
Come on,
looks-
man.
hey,
He's doing pretty well for himself.
he's doing good for himself.
All right.
Doing pretty well.
Back to your question. 2024 version of
2024, like so they did another one in 2011, which was for Haiti, and then they had like a Spanish version, which is way better than the American version. I'll tell you that right now. But the American version, you had like Justin Bieber, you had Wyclef Jean, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, you had Jennifer Hudson, Enrique Iglesias, you had all these guys.
Trippy Red.
Trippie Red not in 2011, not quite.
I thought you were saying
you had LL
2024.
Cool J, Jamie Foxx. All right, what would
Mike Myers.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers. He
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
was in that. Yeah.
You're talking about like the
You're thinking about the
Hurricane
Kanye West thing.
press
Yeah, you're thinking
conference.
Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, we
Okay,
don't need to talk about that.
who do we say would be?
2024. Give me like 3 people you would throw into the 2024 We Are the World.
Trippy Red, Ice Spice,
Okay, you got it. Just
Kodak
honestly,
Black.
I could actually see.
That would be a fire album, dude.
Dude, it's not an album. It's one song. it's one song dedicated to raising money for a good cause.
For the hose, dude.
I would put Bruno Mars because he needs the money for his gambling
That's
debt.
your Michael Jackson,
This is
basically.
a
Yeah.
donation. They're not making any money.
All right, Bruno. Yeah,
It's
well,
non-profit.
he's got to pray something shows up because they said he's got $50 million. He's $50 million in debt into MGM.
I saw
Grand,
that.
or MGM.
That's insane.
Pretty fire. But so I would go Bruno Mars.
Uh-huh.
I
Why?
like that.
I don't know. I would go Justin Timberlake because he just dropped that single.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
He's back.
I would
Come back
have
for.
to then add. Let's see. My next person would be. It would not be Sexy Red. As much as I would want Sexy Red in there,
Oh
I
my
just don't think
gosh.
Sexy Red's gonna fit in that one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make
it's not
sense.
gonna be Glorilla. It's probably
Drake got to hop in there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Drake's in there. I
Drake
want
makes sense. Yeah, it's fine.
maybe.
Yeah, Drake will pop it off. Ariana Grande got to be in there if you put a girl in there.
That's what. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm-
Ari's good. I'll stick with. I like
Oh,
Ari.
You know what's the chick's name? The young white chick, super pale.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
That's
that
who
one.
I was gonna go with.
She's surprisingly better than I thought.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
No, she's 2-time Grammy Award winning.
Yeah,
Like
she's-
for the youngest.
she's
I
a
think she's
little-
the youngest one.
She's a
yeah.
little weird. She's a little weird.
She's
She's got a nice face. though.
everybody in this generation. You named Ice Spice, Trippie Redd, and Kodak Black. The 3 weirdest people.
Fire album, dude.
I don't know about Ice Spice
Ice
or
Spice is
Trippie
pretty-
Red.
Ice
being
Spice
on
is
that.
okay.
Kodak.
She's not weird.
I like Kodak.
Kodak's good.
Kodak.
Kodak's the weirdest. Kodak.
What are
Little
you talking
goblin,
about?
dude. He's
What
little
are you talking
goblin
about?
mode.
Super gremlin, dude.
Super gremlin, not goblin gremlin.
He's a man.
I'll listen to that.
I would.
But I would do. I feel like we have Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny, little Bad Bunny.
Oh, who the fuck is that?
Now, at
There
first-
is no possible
You know who
chance
Bad
you don't know
Bunny
who
is?
Bad Bunny is.
Oh, Bad Bunny. I thought it was,
Bad Bunny.
I wasn't gonna.
Baboni.
I was like, what the fuck is this Zamboni bullshit?
No,
it was
but-
Bad Bunny.
Billie Eilish, Bad Bunny.
Honestly, I knew who it was, and when he said it, I said I know who it was. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you knew what I'm talking about. And then Ed Sheeran. That'd be my 3.
Ed Sheeran.
How do these guys play together though? What kind of
They're
what kind of track are they making?
legends of us right now. It's the same track. We're doing We Are the World.
Oh, then
We
why
are,
would we
we
not have Ice
are.
Spice in there?
You can have Ice Spice if you want.
She
to.
is
Your
the
3,
world,
you can have whatever you want.
She
But-
she needs to be in everybody's.
Right. I mean, but who are you going to compare? I'm just thinking of the legends. Like, who's going to carry the weight that Michael Jackson, Tina Turner, and Diana Ross have?
Ice Spice, obviously.
Okay, fair.
Next,
Fair.
next question.
Who else is saying Ski Yee
Oh, gosh.
and carrying an album, dude?
Oh, gosh.
That's Sexy Red.
You wanna catch
You
me
got Sexy
outside,
Red?
Ski Yee?
Sexy Red, we got some
She
bangers.
represents a generation. I get it.
I hope not. Dude, she's terrible.
Dylan, who are yours?
Shoot, you got to go with my boy Coulter Wall.
Yeah.
He
I
could
like
fit,
I like
he could fit in
Coulter
with that,
Wall.
right?
He's the Kenny Loggins of the group.
Leon Bridges.
I like
Ooh,
Leon.
I love Leon Bridges.
I like Leon.
That's a deep pull.
And then this last 2 are toss up. Either Cardi B or Post Malone.
Both very good, actually.
Both of them honestly got to be in there.
Yeah, I think so. That's
Maybe
tough.
kick out Coulter Wall because he won't fit in with the.
Right. Well, I would
The
do
sound-
Tyler
with the sound.
Childers. Tyler
Tyler-
Childers or Zach
Ty-
Bryan instead of
I would
Coulter
add
Wall.
Morgan Wall.
Tyler
to mine.
Childers.
Morgan Wall is another good one. Let's
Morgan
build it,
Wall.
dude. Let's send out the text.
All right, who are we sending it to?
Let's send out the group text
Let's do it.
to everybody we just added.
Quick.
Sharpe
got
has
Morgan's number.
Ice
You got all
Spice
their
is a
numbers,
Sexy
right?
I
Red's
got
number.
Morgan Wallen's number.
What do you mean? I just go catch him on the block. Let her night.
You won't catch me on the block. But no, I feel like that's fair. That's fair. We can make that happen.
Oh man, I had a thought right there and it just escaped me.
Yeah, you had a thought. It was Ice Spice. Ski.
She's a-
Why do you guys say Ski with Ice Spice? That's 2 different
You
people.
said that.
You said Ski earlier.
you
I just said Ski.
he
I
jumped
said-
from Ice Spice and then added in
Trippie
Sexy
Red.
Red.
Sexy Red,
Trippie
Trippie
Red.
Red.
Chick-
What?
oh,
Oh, yeah, you
different
get
people.
Trippie Red and Sexy Red.
I think he
Yeah,
did.
I
He
am.
did. He
I
mixed
am.
up
Okay.
Trippie Red and
Yeah.
Sexy
One's a guy, one's a girl.
Yeah, Trippie Red. I'd realized that after he said Sexy Red. I'm like, Sexy Red is skinny.
Yeah.
Trippie Red is
Is other shit.
other shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Trippie Red's pretty good.
Let me get
He's
Sexy
got some
Red.
good stuff.
Sexy Red. All right, I'm in.
Who's this
I'm in for that
Doja
one.
Cat person? I've been hearing a lot about Doja Cat.
Doja Cat's huge,
on,
man.
dude.
Who's that?
Doja Cat's pretty. She's pretty
Will
solid.
she be in it?
She's trash.
She wouldn't be in mine.
I think she'd be in it. Yeah.
She's trash.
If I saw her on the
She's-
lineup, I would call whoever I had to call to get her out.
What's the other?
There's no way. Doja
what's-
Cat is huge.
She's trash.
I wonder
What's-
how big she is.
I
don't
thought
like
you
her.
were a Swizzler, dude.
I know. No one said T Swift. We
Taylor
have
Swift.
to add T
She
Swift.
wouldn't
can't
put
be in there. She's a
T Swift
solo
in there?
act. She's a solo act, dude.
I feel you gotta put T
She
Swift.
she doesn't work well with others.
Are we picking our own?
That's a fair point.
Kinda.
We Are the World.
That's what I was
doing.
Or
I
are
was
we
picking
picking
all
three.
the one that would be the one?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of what the one would be. I'm
Because
not
Taylor
trying to
Swift
think.
is going to be in it.
Oh, 100%.
No way.
Yeah, she would. She's a philanthropist.
She's
she
the
would
number
definitely
one
be willing to
artist
do that.
right now.
Oh, I hate
Probably.
her. I hate
Yeah,
her.
she is.
To somebody.
hate her.
I think Doja Cat's probably top 5.
I hate that.
All right, that's life, dude. That's life. Hey, you pick your fight with Michael Bublé. You let the other one slide through. We'll be okay.
Fuck Michael Bublé.
That's
You go after
life.
Michael Bublé. That's life.
That's what all the people say.
That's a good one.
Just saw an article though that Beans Bernard Eric Guerin works at a Starbucks in LA.
You saw an article or you saw that TikTok that I also saw?
That one.
We can call TikToks articles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna start citing them.
It's still, I'll never forget in high school. I forgot how. we're talking to Sharpe, and we're like,
This wasn't in high school. This, was in
high
This
school.
was in Tallahassee.
no, this was before Tallahassee. But I forgot what we
Sharpe
said.
says something dumb and like he pretends like he knows everything, and we're like, Sharpe, you don't know anything, man. Where are you getting all this
It's
information
not
from?
that. It's not that he.
It
he,
was
he,
in Tallahassee. You don't
I
fucking
know
lie to
this
me,
was
dude.
before that, but it's not that he thinks he knows everything, but he just reads something and then immediately assumes that it's true, and it's like
Yeah, we talked about this last week. He doesn't do any fact checking.
he doesn't do any fact
I
checking.
do at a later time when I am told that I'm wrong.
It's like, Sharpe, where did you hear that from? I like to read articles.
That's not what I,
read
said.
articles. I read articles.
I read articles, bro.
I'll tell you, this was high school because
This was Tallahassee. I came out of the back room and sat in the living room. I remember. I read articles, bro.
I just don't get it.
He reads them, man.
Where were you getting those articles back then?
Yahoo.com.
You were not going to yahoo.com to find
I
articles.
was, and I still do. I've been doing it for
Yahoo
15
Answers.
years.
What you did
Religiously.
What you did tell me in high school. I was very complimentary of Sharpe back in high school. I thought the world of him. And at one point, I was like, Sharpe, how are you so funny, man? And he's like, listen to a lot of stand up. Is that how that works? You
Yeah.
just watch a lot of stand up? I would
Yeah,
hope.
I think you learn to how to deliver jokes and how to understand your audience and how to.
It's just reading people.
It's all timing.
Comedic
timing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm not funny at all. I've got pretty good timing.
Yeah, I'm not funny
said-
or have good timing.
I'm situational and self-deprecating. That's my key.
But I don't watch stand up. Maybe I should watch some more stand up.
I know.
It's a good time. Hilarious.
I haven't watched any stand up in a long time. I used to watch it all the time when I had cable. I would put on Comedy Central. They'd always have stand up special going on.
Yeah.
But nowadays I don't even know, like, I guess I could just go to YouTube, but I don't seek it out like I used to. Can you remember?
The Girls Gone Wild ads? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember those. Can you
Hell yeah.
can you remember all the channels of your favorite TV shows?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I can go
40
in-
was Disney Channel.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna
30
go.
Wait.
I've got a
Wasn't
method
it-
that I go in order.
Yep.
It's 36.
Yep.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
58.
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
Cartoon Network.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
just gonna say it and you see if you guys can get it. 40,
Disney.
Disney
Disney
Channel.
Channel.
23,
Was that
TNT.
ABC or
Family.
TBS?
TBS.
TBS,
Yeah.
yeah.
32.
That's TNT.
That's
Or Spike.
Is that TNT? No,
No,
Spike,
Spike
was
was
43 or
46.
41.
40.
I thought it was 43.
32
I think
is
43
Spike was
correct.
46.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it?
I was gonna
Okay.
say
Hey, no,
46
good call,
was
good
right.
call.
it's TNT.
32.
No,
TNT.
32
I
is
thought it was TBS.
TNT.
It's TNT. TV.
No,
TBS was
TBS.
23.
32
You're
is
right, sorry.
TNT.
Let's
Okay, now you
slow,
gotta-
slow down. Let's slow down.
22. 32. Wow, you guys messed me up.
61.
We already did
Comedy
36, 40.
And I would go to. I'd
61
go to 59.
MTV.
No. I'd go to 59.
59? Hold
Yeah.
on. Did you really
Like-
go to 59?
VH1.
That was
It
no,
was 65.
No,
and then it
65
was
was VH1.
Yeah,
It
65
moved,
was
though.
VH1. It might have.
No, 59 was
History
It
Channel.
was
Yeah.
Spike.
59 sci-fi.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
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 sci-fi.
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I never
that's
went to
funny.
And then
It was
I'd
definitely
go
sci-fi.
up to 60.
yeah.
You skipped over a big one for me.
I thought 60 was sci-fi.
61 was
61 was
Comedy
Comedy
Central.
Central.
FX was 60.
FX was
Yeah,
60.
FX was
And I go to
60.
61.
Comedy
Comedy
Central.
Central. And then I'd go up to 65.
VH1.
VH1.
And then
66.
66, MTV.
MTV. And then every once in a while I'd go up to 72,
What was 72?
which I think
72
was
the
Turner
history.
Classic Movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the movie channel,
TCM. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I was
CMT.
I was religious on the 26, 27, 28.
Yeah, those were all like TNT.
That's all the
ESPN.
ESPNs.
ESPN.
Oh,
TNT.
see, I didn't ever put it on any of those
Well,
channels.
does no one watch 52?
52, yeah, ABC Family.
There you go.
Nah, I never went to ABC
Never-
Family.
So
never
you guys,
ABC Family
you
guy?
guys caught me up.
I
With
went to- I went to
TNT and
21.
What was Lifetime?
Who knows what 21 is?
21?
Shoot, I
BET.
know 21.
BET.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
There was like four,
That was my
6,
favorite.
and 11 were something.
And
4
then,
was CW.
and then
Yeah.
later on, I added the Discovery Channel, but I can't remember what.
34.
34.
Damn.
That was
You
my
got a
life.
photographic
Discovery
memory
Channel.
over
I
here,
used
big
to
dog.
change my channels, man.
It was Animal Planet was 35.
You know what was weird though?
Yeah.
I would go to like Orlando. I'd go to my cousins, and I would think like at first I was like, oh, it's the same channels, and I would like go to 36, but it was like Disney up there. I'm like, what
None
the
of them were the
Oh,
same.
they
I'm
mess
like,
you
what
up.
the fuck is all this?
So for anybody else listening or watching this that didn't grow up where we did,
Yeah,
none of the channels are gonna be the same for
Yeah.
you.
They're gonna
Sorry.
line up for it.
Wrong.
Cut it.
They're gonna line up for you.
But
But yeah,
yeah,
either way, it's
I,
a fun
I
game
used to go
play.
to the same. I used to do. All right, and I would just
Y'all ever
track
used
through them
a-
when there's commercials too.
Picture in picture.
Yeah.
But not every time. I feel like picture in picture was super weird.
I couldn't do picture in picture.
Back in
Yeah.
the day.
Oh,
I used to
it's
just
a-
do it, and
Not for
then
me.
when it would go to commercial, it would swap it, and then it would be fine. But I feel like after the first or second time, I was like, man, this kind of sucks. I can't hear both of them.
Yeah.
I want to hear both.
I
See,
just
I-
did last. I just did
Yeah,
last.
last
a lot.
was for
I say
sure.
my dad's a big last button user. I just put on a channel and I watched the commercials, and then I get back to what I was watching because my dad'll use the last button. And we'll be watching a movie, and as soon as it goes to commercial, he'll put it on something else.
And then you're gonna miss
And then
the
he
other
gets
part.
distracted,
Yep.
and we forget to go back. And I'm
Yep.
thinking to myself, I really want to go back to that movie.
Yep.
Go check it. And then the movie's like already started, and we're like 5 minutes in, and I missed something.
Yep.
Classic. My sister
Every
would
time.
get so mad because she'd be watching something and I would change the channel to check something on mine. And then she hit last and it would take her back to the wrong channel. And say, Bryce, you messed it up. I was like, all right. just
Kids these
checking
days
out Animal
don't
Planet.
understand that you couldn't
No.
just put something on,
Couldn't put something on.
pause it, rewind it,
Right.
fast forward it.
Man.
You had what you had.
Have what you had.
And if you missed it, maybe catch it on a rerun.
I used to have to watch. I used to go to the anybody know
Guide.
what 99 is?
TV Guide, baby.
TV Guide.
TV Guide, 99.
But the worst was TV Guide when you want to see the beginning channels, but it's like in the middle. You're like,
So, like,
come on, bro.
You're trying to see 4, it's at 9. You're
So
like,
I
oh,
had
I
to
got-
watch it through, and then like maybe something happened and you'd miss it. You're like,
I just have it all
no
the time,
way, bro.
I'm like, I miss
Every-
it
and
again.
And it's so slow
Right.
that it's like, no way we're taking.
I
this
swear
long.
they slow it down when you start watching. I promise.
It might do it.
But the best then was like the same movie would come on for like 4 hours, 5. Well, probably longer than that. It would probably come on for like all day. I'm like, oh well, we'll catch it later.
Yeah.
ABC Family was big on the marathons. Like you get like the Harry Potter marathon or something like that. And then I would hate just you start it in the middle of the marathon. And like, well, I got to wait till tomorrow, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Can't
Every
watch it
Christmas,
halfway
ABC
through.
Family would put on Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Sharpe's giving a weird look, like he wasn't involved in that.
I mean, I didn't watch any of
What are
that,
you
but
thinking?
I did not watch.
I know
any
they
of
used to
that.
do all
didn't?
the things.
Yeah,
Anybody
they
know what
used to do
38 was?
I do know it probably.
It's not
but
Lifetime. Is it Lifetime?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Lifetime.
Lifetime.
I did not
That
watch
was- that was
Lifetime. I
my,
don't know it.
I didn't watch
My
it either, but my mom would always watch
Grandparents'
it.
house. Yeah, always Lifetime.
What's like if you had to go back and just you could only watch one channel?
Nickelodeon.
Which channel would it be?
58.
Oh, 27.
Oh, that's fair. He's a
think
sports guy.
fair.
I was a weirdo.
I think mine would have
Cartoon
been
Network,
Nickelodeon.
dude.
Yeah.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh,
and everything.
dude.
Courage
Courage
of
the
Hold on.
Cowardly
I
Dog.
Dexter's
take it back.
Laboratory.
Cartoon Network.
Dragon Ball
get
Z.
little
Dragon
Toonami
Ball Z.
action. Hell yeah.
Adult Swim.
Like a 7 p.m.
Tsunami
or whatever, it
is
turns
good.
over to Adult Swim.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's later
What was the
than that.
robot's
It's
name on
and-
Toonami?
I don't remember. And
Couldn't-
then it goes Adult Swim
Well,
at
they
10.
changed like 3 different robots. They had a cool one, and they turned him
No,
into a
it's the
little
same
guy.
guy.
Yeah, but he made him a little
Same.
guy.
Yeah, Toonami was real cool whenever we were in like 5th grade, 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got to like 8th grade, Toonami looked like an idiot.
Yeah, he looked
I
goofy.
didn't watch any Toonami stuff. I
We're
like.
from good.
I hated. I didn't really like Cartoon Network that much.
Dragon Ball
I
Z,
watched
dude?
Ed, Edd and Eddie. I watched maybe Johnny Bravo. And
Codename Kid Next Door. You
no,
don't watch
I
that?
didn't watch that. I watched Courage the
Hey there,
Cowardly
Primo.
Dog, but that was pretty scary.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Courage was creepy.
No, that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was
Johnny
good.
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh, Courage, I love that show.
That's
Yeah.
Samurai Jack. You never watched like
Samurai Jack was
Yu-Gi-Oh?
good.
Nah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't really
Teen
watch.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh on?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
No.
You didn't have to
Batman.
watch on Cartoon
No.
Network. You could watch it on
Yu-Gi-Oh was not
in the
on Cartoon
Saturday
Network.
mornings. There was a
4
random channel.
Yeah.
4 was WB cartoons, and they
Yeah,
did like
in the morning.
Roblox.
Ooh, A Pup Named Scooby Doo came on Cartoon Network, which was
Yeah.
great.
I like the old one, or not the old one, but they made them all kids.
That's A Pup Named Scooby Doo.
Is that Pup named Scooby Doo?
Yeah, that
was
one's
good.
great.
Pretty sure we
Good
talked
call.
about this like last week.
Yeah, we did
probably-
talk about it recently. Golden Age Nickelodeon had to have been like all that.
Rugrats.
Rugrats,
Rugrats.
Pete and Pete.
Pete and Pete.
What are their names? Pete and Pete or something like that.
What?
What are you
Ren and
talking about?
Stimpy, bro.
The redhead kid. Is it not
Redhead
Pete and
kid.
Pete?
What the hell?
I'm
you
not.
talking-
I'm not
It's one of the
following.
kids. One of the kids from all that.
Pete.
What?
Look it up, computer
Oh,
guy.
I don't
Yeah.
recall.
Computer guy, help us out.
The
Kablam!
Adventures of Pete and
Kablam
Pete.
was good.
Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Never.
I'd
I'm
never
not
heard of
familiar.
this show in my life.
That was a dog cat. Cat dog was Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
Pete and Pete. One of the episodes is like he had a garage door opener programmed to like his neighbor's house or something. I don't know. I can't remember all of it, but
You just say
a good
dog
start.
cat timeout.
Yeah, he did say dog.
He said
He
dog
did
cat.
say
I
dog
swapped
cat.
it.
dude.
I looked
I said
over to
dog
him. I'm
cat,
like,
and then
how-
I switched it. I said cat dog. I said dog
This
cat,
guy,
cat dog.
we got them
dog
Man.
cat.
I'm out there watching
He's
goddamn
not.
dog cat.
Dogs always,
here we go.
dogs always come first in my household.
Damn.
And nowadays you've got Nickelodeon is doing the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You know, they had their own little version of the Super Bowl. Which
Trash.
is
I haven't watched.
oh,
it.
and all that shit's coming out about the dude from Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Dan Schneider, they have the thing.
Oh, it's been going on for a while. I feel like nothing's really come out of it.
Well, they just
They've been talking
dropped
about
a
constantly.
documentary, I think, on Netflix.
He has some
or something.
fire shows.
Mm.
Nah, dude, fire
Okay.
him.
Nah, he has
drop
good
him.
shows, dude.
He's
They
still
got
alive.
his ass. Yeah, he's still alive. They got his ass though.
You think
Yeah,
so?
He's another.
Another Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
He
there
done
you go.
turned Amanda
You're on it.
Bynes
We're same
out.
wavelength. Easy,
Dog, she
dude.
looks crazy as fuck.
Easy, dude.
I didn't do it.
Easy,
He
dude.
did it. It happened.
Yeah, she got a little wild. Do you know she started her own podcast and she invited Kanye West on it. Or no, it was Drake. She invited Drake on it. Drake said no. She canceled her podcast. Stop doing it.
Yeah. She's
She can
fucking,
invite us.
she's
Yeah, we
fucking
do it.
crazy.
I'd get on
I'll be
there.
happy
I
to join.
just saw a TikTok of her saying that she's gonna study to pass the bar exam and she's not gonna stop until she becomes a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure she stopped already.
As soon as
Fair, very
as soon as
fair.
she goes to introduce people, she would say, "That's Mike Sharpe. That's Dingman." I said, "That's me."
All right. I feel like that's.
Amanda.
She's already just trying to throw
No,
darts at
no.
the board, see what sticks.
Man.
Man, that was gosh. They used to be so funny.
Who's
back in the day. I feel like who like the most successful child star. I mean, I'm
Ariana Grande.
I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I was gonna say
Macaulay
Keenan
Culkin.
Thompson. Macaulay Culkin's coming back. I
From
don't mean
Nickelodeon?
We're talking
I
about
don't-
just in general, or like what's the question?
no, I
I would
shouldn't
still say
say-
Ariana Grande. I think she
Yeah.
has made the most money out of
Yeah.
all of them.
Right, right.
200
That's very true.
$200 million.
I'm just
Gotta be
thinking
her,
like
but I don't even know what show she was in.
She was in
Victorious.
Victorious and
Yeah.
Cat, and she had her own thing, Cat.
That wasn't like after our time. You guys are
Yeah,
still
that
watching?
that
it?
was, I was
fire
out. Yeah,
show.
no, none of us.
That's
Great show.
It's
I
like
don't think any
middle
of us
school.
watched. Like the last show I remember was the
I think I was in high
Zoe
school.
101.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know you see me standing here.
What happened? Did I just miss something?
Do I look good, my dear?
Zoe 101.
Do I look good today?
Yeah, yeah. If
Never
you
seen
want
that. That was really
to
good, dude.
play, come and play today.
Wow.
Let's just get away.
That's impressive. I don't remember that well.
I don't think those are the right words.
Is that the entrance to Zoe 101?
That is.
like
that's the-
halfway through, I think we messed it up, but
I think
that's
it's pretty
close,
good.
very close.
I just saw they're doing a documentary about Boy Meets World, but it's only Sean, Topanga, and
Will Friedle.
I didn't watch
I
that
don't know
show.
who Will Friedle is.
His older brother.
Older
The
brother.
older brother, yeah, Will Friedle, yeah. It's Will
That show
Friedle.
felt too realistic and too real. So
Boy Meets World?
I stayed
I
away
just
It's
from
started
too
watching
real.
that show again, like
It's so good.
middle of last year,
Uh-huh.
and unfortunately, I've realized that I relate to Mr. Feeney like, like to a T now. Like I can feel myself becoming Mr. Feeney.
Uh oh.
Can we just agree that Ben Savage and Fred Savage, their kids are going to take over the next genre? They're going to have a stronghold on all children's great iconic shows for all of time.
And 21
Who-
Savage.
who are
will
their
have-
kids?
Who's Ben?
Which one's Fred?
Fred is
You just messed up the name.
no,
No,
Fred
Fred
Wonder
is
Years.
Wonder Years.
Fred is
and
Wonder
then
Years.
Ben is the one from Good.
Oh.
Fred's
They're
the
not both
Boy Meets
savages,
World.
are they?
They're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
Savage.
Are they
They're
brothers?
brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brothers.
they're brothers.
Fred's
Are they,
the,
are
It's
they
in the
related
later
to
show.
George Michael?
Fred's
look-
the kid from
They look so similar. How did I not know that? I didn't know they were related.
what was the Fred's other movie? Don't Look Under the Bed. Or no, that was actually Ben. Ben was in Don't Look Under the Bed, and then Fred did.
you're
Princess
talking about
Diary,
the mole
Princess
from Austin
Bride.
Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mole, 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 mole.
Mole.
I want to chop it up and make some guacamole.
Guacamole.
That's Fred.
Oh man, I
That was
don't know.
Fred Savage.
I think one of them, Ben Savage, is like really into like politics now or something. And he's running for
Yeah.
some sort
Yeah,
of
he's doing something
office.
like that, like local government.
Probably why he's not involved in the documentaries because he
That
thinks he's
makes a
putting
lot
all
of
that
sense.
behind him now. He's moving on to bigger and better things, trying to raise some donor money or something.
Mm-hmm. Very fair.
They have an episode where Fred Savage is Ben Savage's teacher, and he sexually assaults Topanga. It's like a
I know
fucking-
exactly
I
what
do
you're talking
remember
about.
that episode.
I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're talking
that's
about.
where they get.
Love that.
That's why Boy Meets World always felt too real.
Yeah,
It's
well, it got
oh,
dark.
this
Is
could
that
happen
why?
That's
in
why it
real
felt
life.
too real.
It went to some dark places.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
You have some experiences with Tony and Howie being your teacher?
No. Well, yes,
quite.
Yeah.
but
That's actually a fair point. Yes.
not
As a
this
matter of fact.
scenario.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
did your teacher sexually assault you when you were in high school?
No, just the real life aspect, like stuff in Boy Meets World happens in real life.
Yeah,
I
it
think-
felt too real for me. I wanted to break away from what that was.
Yeah.
A
I
lot
wanted
of
to live
sure.
my own life.
a lot of the shows back then did that, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had some of the hardest hitting episodes ever.
Not really, though.
You don't
Always
think so?
gotta, you always
never-
got to bring in the heavy hitters.
Here's
Yeah.
mixed with all the
Yeah, but
comedy.
Carlton got
that's,
shot.
That's not for, buddy. Where are you getting? Where is someone getting shot? That's with you.
I'm just saying it's heavy. I'm not saying it's relatable.
You said
Yeah,
relatable.
did you say relatable?
You said relatable to start it off.
Wait, it's not. I'm just saying it's trying to.
Yeah, but
Teach a
that's
lesson.
an older person show. Like that's not for us kids.
When I was a kid, I was watching it. It was
Right, but it was
teenage.
Nick at Night.
Yeah, that's right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
Fresh Prince was
Boy-
more so for older.
Right.
Right,
No.
right.
Yeah,
To get a lot of
older.
those jokes, you were college
Yeah,
age.
Adults, I guess. Yeah.
That makes sense.
But,
But are you watching Fresh Prince in the '90s when you're in college?
I would say so. I think Fresh
Yeah.
Prince was a pretty universal. I think everybody liked
Fresh Prince, Wayne's Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
In Living Color,
In the color, yeah. It's good.
I don't know.
Give
what
me
else.
another one. You got another one in there.
I mean, there's
You got
sister,
another
sister,
one.
but I think that's for us. I think
what
that's
was
younger
the
for
what
us.
was the other Wayne's brothers show?
In Living
the-
Color?
No. It was the guy from Major Payne. It was the Wayne from Major
That's
Payne.
Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayne's.
That's
He
Married
had his
with
own show.
Kids.
Ah,
Married with
No,
Kids?
that's
You're thinking Married with Children,
Married
man.
with Children.
no, that's damn.
That's Damon. That's,
Is it Married with
Married with
Kids?
Kids? It could be
Married with
Married with
No,
Kids.
it's not Married with Kids.
yes, it
It's-
is.
Computer guy, can you look
Married
up
with
That show
Children?
is fire though.
Yeah.
Married with Children? Or
Married with
Kids?
Children is great too.
Yeah, but no, the
But-
Damon Wayans show
but that
is,
one,
is
the Damon
so
Wayans
good.
one
That's
is
so good.
There's a show called Married with Kids and a show called Married with
We
Children.
need confirmation from the computer guy. But
Married with Kids, I
it,
think.
it
is the
does
one
sound
with the
very. It does sound right.
Wayne's brother.
Yeah, he's just the dad. He
Yeah.
has the son.
dumb kid.
We had the dumb kid, then he has the really smart neighbor. Smart neighbor was hilarious. It's so funny.
Smart Neighbor.
Yeah, he's got the really little kid. The really
Oh,
little kid
yeah,
that comes
yeah.
over. He's like playing the piano. He's like a better dad than Damon Wayans is, and he's like 4 or like
Smart guy.
7.
Isn't it Taj
You think
Mowry?
it's smart
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, I think
Taj
this is the guy that
Mowry
played
is the
smart
kid.
guy. Yeah, so
The
good.
daughter was kind of hot, dude.
Yeah,
It's My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids. There we go.
Yeah, I was
Married
like,
with
bro,
Kids.
that's,
My
I
Wife
was
and
like,
Kids.
that's not
Did we
it.
lose the
but-
computer guy?
My Wife and Kids was really good.
Nah, My Wife and
He's
Kids.
either
is good.
deep in googling or he switched tabs.
Switch tabs, dude. That's why we need a camera feed.
Who was your
all times.
first? Who was your first?
Megan Good.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say it too.
From what?
The first girl that you saw on TV and you were like, "Damn, she's hot."
Megan
Uh,
Good.
Megan Good was the first
got
one.
me.
Cousin Skeeter got me, dude. I was like,
Meg-
"Damn,
yeah.
she's hot."
Oh, it's from Cousin Kid. Yeah, Megan Good was good.
Well, I think it's when she's she's like, it's beautiful with 2 L's in ATL. I was like, damn,
Oh yeah, ATL was good.
I'm in love.
That's later on.
Yeah, ATL was kind of late. ATL was like
I was early on, dude.
that was what 8th grade ATL.
Yeah, I mean, I think I liked her before, but like when I saw her in the movie, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's also in Waist Deep. She's in like
Jennifer
She's hot
Connelly
and wasted.
from The Labyrinth.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't even know who that is.
Jennifer, you know Jennifer. You gotta know Jennifer Connelly. Gotta know
She's in the
Jennifer
newest Top Gun.
Connelly. Yeah, she's the
Bartender in the newest Top Gun.
Right.
Don't remember.
You haven't seen Top Gun 2?
I've seen it. I've seen it a lot of times. I just don't remember.
It's about a
her.
40-year difference from whenever I first saw her to now.
And she jumps in the plane at the end with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she jumps in the plane and then
Yeah,
flies
she pulls
it.
up
and
in the.
then- I don't know. Maybe
Well,
Yeah, you're thinking.
She's okay.
Requiem for a Dream. She's a bunch of good movies.
Are you?
That's tough. That's a tough one. Mine was what's her name? That sucks that I don't remember her name. She's in Charmed. She was in
Alyssa Milano.
Melissa
I
Milano.
think that's a lot of people's.
That was big for me. And then in Idle Hands, which was still, I think these were a little later, but Jessica Alba in Idle Hands.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She was gorgeous.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
If it's not Megan Good, it's Jessica Biel. And Seventh Heaven.
In Seventh Heaven.
Oh yeah, Jessica Biel got me going.
You watching Seventh Heaven?
I've never saw Seventh Heaven except for one episode, and there's like the girl. I don't know if it's the girl. I think it's the girl or the guy. It's like all beat up and bruised and shit, and then like under the bed there's a bunch of like weapons, like guns and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this?
Seventh Heaven was a
That's
soap
the only
opera
episode I've ever seen.
That was a wild show.
soap opera.
Now that's relatable. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
My parents walk in, I'd hide all the guns under my bed so they didn't see.
Yeah, little guns and weapons. It's like they had like a flail, like a
I-
medieval flail.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I gotta hide my mace.
I got a hand scythe and a flail.
I got a couple claymores.
I didn't have a mace, but my cousin used to have a mace. Well, it was in their garage, and we'd always go to the garage and fuck around. And I just always remember this big ass fucking chain on the fucking pole with the mace ball. And I'm always thinking, what was the point of having that in there? That's a dangerous thing for me to be playing with.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been in the garage. So one day I swung it and I hit my cousin in his. I'm just kidding. I didn't.
No, God.
When we were younger, like I remember having a couple conversations when I was really young, and I just remember, my dad just saying he didn't want guns in the house and everything, and so he was always like a big proponent of like no guns in the house. He probably had one, he just didn't want me to know about it or anything. But I just remember going under his bed one time, and I was looking for like a board game or something, and I find ninja stars and throwing knives under the bed, and it was like right on his side of the bed. So I knew if anybody was breaking in, they were about to catch a ninja star to the face.
I did not think you were going to go Ninja Star.
I
There.
was thinking- ninja stars.
I was thinking, did he have like that 3-pronged claw from that Bruce Lee movie?
No, he did have nunchucks. He was really good with nunchucks. But I was like, come on, Dad, settle down here. He never taught me. Never passed down his way.
We had
Bruce Lee was going to teach you.
Exactly.
We had one friend growing up who had a lot of weapons. He would like put them on display in his wall, like a big, like weird, like hand knife that had like multiple prongs coming off of it or something. Strange stuff.
Hey,
But anyways,
gotta respect it.
I was at his house and I was like messing with like a hatchet or a machete, and I'm like trying to like cut a can on a log, and then I missed the log completely, and I come back and I hit myself in the leg. I still have a scar on my shin from where I hit myself. Like,
Damn.
I love that.
stupid, right?
Yeah, that's what we did.
That same
man.
day, we were cutting holes in cans and putting hot dogs in them, and like putting like tinfoil around it, and like making like a solar oven.
What are you doing? Who's
Hickory Hills is a different place.
So we would put the hot dogs out in the sun with like the tinfoil and cut in a certain way so the sun hits it and it heats up the hot dog, and we'd let them sit there for like an hour, come back out, and we'd eat like a lukewarm hot dog for lunch.
Sounds sanitary.
And it's got like a tinge of like Coke flavor because it's in a Coke can.
Actually, not a bad
It
way.
was the dumbest
Not
idea.
a bad way to season some food. Throw a little Coke on it.
Sounds pretty awful.
That's pretty funny.
But at least it's lukewarm.
That was at our buddy Chris Harris's house.
I was in my mind. I was thinking
So I
makes
assume
a lot of
there's
sense.
only one person I could imagine
That
with doing
sounds
that.
like-
Yeah,
Well, buddy.
a lot of things got done with Coke cans.
Yeah, really ingenious, man. We used to try and make bow and arrows out of branches, and we would just take like a nylon string and then cut the sides and build a little knot in, and then never worked. We'd always get it to where we could pull it back and like build some tension on the branch, and it would just snap every single time. We would get splinters in our face.
You know how like when we were kids, we'd go to like the prize room if we were good in school, and you get to pick out
We didn't have a prize room. We had a treasure chest, but I think it's the same.
like if you
We
read
didn't have a
your-
whole room
like
dedicated to it.
for like the AR reading program. Like if you read the books,
This is a book fair.
you get to go to the prize room and you get to pick out a prize or whatever for however many books you read. The number one thing I always go for is the paratroopers,
Oh, yeah.
That's- yeah,
little
that's
army
awesome.
guys with
Those are the best.
with the parachutes.
That's awesome.
You know, you go up to the second floor, you go onto the roof, and you throw them off the roof. I got to the point where I was thinking, well, if I grab an umbrella,
I could rig one of these bad boys up.
I can just jump off the roof with an umbrella. And just like in movies, I'm going to float down gingerly.
Mary Poppins.
Never worked. let
Did
me
you
tell
jump off?
You should have looked that up on
it did not
Yahoo
work.
before you
This
showed
was before. This was
Should
before
have used
YouTube,
Yahoo.com.
man.
We didn't have
Yeah,
Yahoo.com.
we didn't have
No
back then.
answers.
We had,
didn't have
we had
YouTube.
dial-up internet. I didn't have time to be
Yeah,
looking up Yahoo at
Yeah,
that point.
Ask Jeeves. Ass Jeeves is our go-to guy.
Never works. Let me tell you.
I do remember the one time you were at my place and I was on the roof and I had just been like raking leaves forever, and so I built up a giant pile of leaves on the back and jumped right in that.
We had bagged up a bunch of leaves and we're on the roof at Bryce's house.
Yep.
And one of us had the idea that we should jump off the roof onto the bagged leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whose idea it was, but Bryce went first.
Not
Talk
as
me
soft
into
as you
it.
think.
Jumped
No, it wasn't
onto
bad.
the bagged leaves, but he went through all the bags.
Right.
Straight to the ground.
You don't realize we were jumping in bags. It's a little different than jumping in a giant pile, because then the bags just split. So I went down and just went butt straight to the ground. Just got to go boom, boom, boom. It was like whenever you see the video of the kid falling through the playground thing, and he just I just went straight through the bags
It's the
butt.
Plinko board all the way down.
Exactly, it's Plinko.
Damn.
I didn't jump after he did. It's not a good idea to do that, Bryce. I don't know why you thought of
I don't
this.
know why you thought you should do that. I remember a few scenarios where I went first. Never worked out well.
If we're ever going to do something stupid, the goal is to convince Bryce to do it first, and then none of us do it after. And I feel that's happened multiple times.
Oh, too
I can
many
assure
times.
you.
Too many times. It toughened me up, man. I can't complain. It toughened me up.
Around the same age, probably, we would go out back and just wrestle each other.
Oh yeah.
just get into like MMA fights in the backyard.
Sometimes
No,
we're
I
making
didn't
it
do
back.
that. I didn't do that when I was younger.
Greco-Roman.
I know we all did. I know Dingman wasn't there, but
I remember me and Bryce used to Greco-Roman wrestle every single day. And
I was challenging everybody. I had something to prove.
every day Greco-Roman.
I had someone to prove.
So much
man.
fun.
you don't realize how tired you get. Like,
Oh, it's the
you
best
do that for
workout ever.
maybe a minute, and you're winded. Like
Oh.
just trying to like pin somebody down, like ground control. Tough.
We Greco-Roman like a month ago.
It is tough.
We did, yeah.
Well, my question was going to be: who do you think would win in a battle royale in a Greco-Roman style?
out of who?
All of us. I don't know.
I normally would say computer guy, but he's lost 50 pounds. He's a different weight class than us.
Mike would get crushed in Greco-Roman.
Greco-Roman, baby.
I still think
As long as he doesn't get
No peacemakers.
If he doesn't punch, he's getting taken down quick.
the
Bullying his ass.
old computer guy was notorious for just. If anyone else had
Cheap shots.
he was like the alpha dog that roams around the dog park, and then anytime two other dogs get into it, he just comes from the sidelines and spears whoever instigated it. And I got some like bone damage from peacemakers out of
You were the last of the lineage,
I know.
Bryce. I had to retire after that.
You punctured a rib, or broke a rib, punctured a lung.
Nothing but cheap shots from this guy.
cheap shotted me square in the solar plexus.
That was
game
great.
over.
I loved how he would yell "Peacemaker" before he punched too.
Peacemaker.
Just absolutely crush you.
I think he was like 10 for 10 on Peacemaker. So like if he landed it,
You're done.
it was
You're
over.
done.
We're done. We're done. We're not. No one's fighting after
Lights out.
that. Right.
Yeah,
Good for him, man. Good for him.
good times.
We
Yep,
needed that.
feel like a real asshole years later, still thinking about
no,
it.
man. No, you
should.
prevented like some of these fights would have gone till no one was left standing, and you ended it.
Yeah, all of your peacemakers were justified, so don't feel
Yeah.
like an asshole.
I feel like that's pretty fair.
It was a just cause.
Hold on, there was one that was not justified, and it's the one that he's talking about. I think where he was just walking in the kitchen, and Mike just
Bryce, yeah.
absolutely gut shot at him. His fist went through his stomach into his back, pulled his spine
Like
out.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
it was bad.
It's like that old Jackie Chan
Next
movie.
time,
Right.
wash the dishes.
It was one of those where like he hit me and then he picked me up off the ground with his fist, and you just see his fist coming through my back out of the backside. It was brutal. But
Why did he do that?
There was
no reason.
no fight was happening. I was walking out back.
It was a joke. It was a funny joke.
It's just one of those
It's a funny joke.
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Impulsive.
was-
He couldn't help himself.
It's one of his
Oh,
first.
man.
It was like the last intrusive thought he acted on, and he learned to never do it again.
Murdered a man that day.
What do you have to say for
Changed my whole
yourself, Mike?
life. Yeah, thanks, Bryce. Changed my whole life that day.
Welcome,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks, Bryce. He's blaming it on Bryce.
No, that was a positive thing. He is thanking me because he learned to not act on his intrusive thoughts. I might have saved his life in a way. Well, we'll see. We made it.
That definitely wasn't the last peacemaker he threw, though. That might have been like the third or fourth one.
Yeah.
He started doling them things
I
out.
don't think he never threw it the same way though. He didn't go straight on. He'd catch you in the liver.
That's worse.
It's true.
I don't think I ever got Peacemaker, but I don't know I was ever instigating anything.
It was predominantly me and Bryce wrestling. Peacemaker.
I wouldn't instigate a scuffle.
I remember when
I'm more like a fly, like nagging around you.
You would just.
I'm not one.
You
to
would
like,
incite the scuffle out of us.
I don't know. You get a little boozed up. You get a little.
I don't know.
Instigatory.
He got instigatory one day in Mr. McClarty's truck.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember what happened there.
I don't know. I can't remember what happened, but Dylan's in the back seat and he's saying something and he keeps on saying it, and Ryan turns around and he goes, "Hey Dylan, how about you shut the fuck up?" Like, and I'm so pissed. Like, it was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Right. There was.
And Dylan goes, "I guess I'll shut the fuck up then."
Starts repeating that.
That was it.
Okay, I'll go shut the fuck up then.
That was the end of it. That
funny.
shit was so funny.
Oh my god.
See what I mean? I'm like a little fly, just kind of buzzing around.
Yeah,
You just
you
pissing
would,
me off,
man.
and then
I don't remember
when I
who-
get the point, I'm like, all right, the point's been made. I'll shut up. Sorry.
Nah, there was the one St. Patty's Day in Tallahassee. You were fucking annoying the shit out of me, and they kept like jumping on me. I'm like, Dylan, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out if you jump on me again. I turn around and you jump, and I swear to God, your nutsack touched my neck, and I fucking lost it. I spine busted you on the ground, and you were like, "What'd you do that for?" I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
You didn't give me a fair warning not
Yeah.
to do it. What? Come on.
Not a full 15-minute warning of stop fucking with me.
who has a wild St. Patrick's Day story.
St. Patrick's Day just happened. Like, well, that was yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Time of this recording. A few years ago, we were in St. Pete for St. Patrick's Day for your birthday.
That was that was like
St.
6
Patrick's
years
Day.
ago, man. That would have been 7 years ago.
What did I say?
A few years ago. Yeah, I mean, you're not far off. I'm just saying. That's just crazy to me how long ago that actually was.
12 years ago, we were in.
Yeah, basically.
One of our buddies met us up, and he had a torn ACL at that point, or a broken leg, and so he was walking around with a cast. He had like a knee brace on, but he had crutches just in case he needed them. We were out on the town, walking around. He did need them, but I used the crutches the whole night.
Completely able-bodied, just roaming the streets with crutches.
And my joke was, I'm going to pretend to be handicapped, like I need these crutches.
Never pretend to be handicapped, but you're
I'm going to pretend to be
injured,
Crippled.
able.
unabled.
Pretend to be unabled.
Right.
I'm going to pretend that I need these crutches.
Yes.
And I'm walking around with these crutches. And I'm going to make a scene in front of every crowd, and fall down. And then all my friends are not helping me because none of them were being helpful. They were just laughing at me. And then everybody around us was, kind of uncomfortable because this guy just fell down with crutches.
It was an unfilmed social experiment.
We didn't do any filming. There was, I guess 7 years ago before social media.
No, not quite.
But
before we were interested in that.
so we're walking around town, and every time I get like in front of like a group of people, I just kind of like fall down on the ground. We're walking over a crosswalk, and there's an ambulance stopped at a stoplight. And I wait until I get right in front of the ambulance, and I just bust ass, spread eagle on the ground, just like and I'm like overplaying it because I've fallen down in front of an ambulance. They didn't move a muscle.
They did not react.
They didn't try to get out of the cab or nothing or come help me out. And like after like 5 minutes of me flopping on the ground in front of the ambulance at a red light, I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta overplay this joke a little too much. Let me get up and keep walking.
I was like, get the fuck out of the way.
Later on that night, we go into a gas station, and there's like 4 or 5 of us in there. I think it's a Wawa, and they're ordering
It's a Wawa,
sandwiches.
yeah.
And I'm walking around the Wawa, and then I had a few drinks. Let's be honest.
This was like 3:30 a.m.
I walking over towards a shelf, and I dolphin dive, and I throw the crutches, and I crash into a shelf, and I knock it over.
It was bad. It was real bad.
And once again, all of my friends at that point leave the store, walk out, and nobody helps me.
We're laughing at you at that point where I was like, okay, well, he's done it enough. The joke's gone.
And then we're going back to the hotel later on that night, and I do the
you
same
left
thing.
You left out the part that we're riding in an Uber van, and there's a good amount of us, and so we all get ready to walk out, and the Uber driver got out of the car and was running into the store to help you as all of us just walk right past him, and we just abandoned you, and he went to go pick you up, and you were like, oh, I'm all right. And yeah, it was a weird Uber
What
drive
the-
home.
Uber driver deserved the 5 stars
He
that
did.
night.
He
Let me tell
earned
you.
it. He earned it. Well, one, he took us all the way to Wawa after he was supposed to take us like a mile down the road.
We get into the hotel in downtown St. Pete, and we're walking up to the elevator. And this is like 4 a.m. The overnight guy's working the counter at the hotel, and he's probably already not happy. It's St. Patrick's Day in the middle of this, busy town. And I'm walking in with my crutches, and everybody's in the elevator. I'm like, hold the door. and I'm crutching all my way over, and as soon as I get to the door, I sprawl out. I flop on the ground as the door closes on me. It's bouncing off me. And then the front desk guy's like freaking out, like running over to go help me. And then
Who needed the crutches?
Zilbar.
He toughened it out for like the first half of the night, and then the rest of the night he's literally like kind of leaning on us or like holding on to his lady was there. There's all this lady walking around, and we're like, just take the crutches from Dylan, and he's like, no man, I need them. I
think he was having a fun time.
He
Just
was
watching me
enjoying
make
it.
a fool out of myself.
He was enjoying
He
it.
enjoys the chaos, dude. He
Yeah,
embraces
thrives
it.
in the chaos.
I'll have to buy him a drink next time I see him. As
You
like
owe him, dude. You
I
owe
owe
him.
you, dude. Thanks for the crutches all night.
Right.
I was
He's
sore
just
the
been
next day.
waiting.
I mean,
He's waiting for you to break your leg, and he's going
seen
to
him
come
in about
steal
a month
yours.
and a half.
That was like the highlight of my birthday was Dylan walking around in crutches. I was at a wedding on Saturday. My actual birthday day was the 16th, wedding on the 16th. And I remember them saying like, oh, I hope you don't mind, like we had our wedding on your birthday. And like at one point they were very, very nice, very generous. They sang for me. Like at the end of the night, they sang happy birthday to me.
for us.
And the whole time I'm thinking, like kind of along the lines of what you're saying, is like I got hopefully 90 birthdays. I got 90 birthdays in my life. But they just only have one wedding day. And I was like, man,
They sang for you at their own wedding.
they did.
Very you
nice
could have
people.
more than one wedding day though.
Very nice people.
You don't need to do that.
No, don't. I didn't like it. Right? I mean, no, I shouldn't say I didn't like
For
it.
anybody else
I
listening,
very much appreciate it. Don't ever feel the need to do that for
yeah,
somebody.
you don't need to do that.
That's my point.
This is like your mom or something, like the father of the bride, maybe. But
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'll tell you what. We were so I drove from Denver to Breckenridge. It's an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. You get a shuttle if you're not familiar with the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Chose to drive and do this trip on a Colorado Superstorm.
What did you rent?
What's a Colorado Superstorm? Is that a new car?
So Colorado Superstorm, it's a 2024 Mercedes. It's got a beautiful top.
it's a Chevy Mercedes.
like-
Holy shit!
It's supposed to be the most snow they've seen in like 10 years.
Yeah,
That's
Something
not
like
that's
that.
not saying much though, right? With
that's,
this
that's
new,
saying
like,
a lot
global
for
18
warming and
Breckenridge,
stuff.
Colorado. Breckenridge, Colorado is
Chemtrails
a
and
beautiful
shit.
little snow town.
It's like 18 inches in the city and then 3 to 4 feet once you get up the mountain, stuff like that.
That ain't shit,
Goddamn.
dog.
When you drove through that, and that's a downhill drive. You got to be timing your brakes. You got to be hitting them softly. You can't use them too much on the same time.
So the first part was great, actually. It wasn't bad. A little bit of traffic, first hour and a half, 2 hours. Then you get to a point where you start climbing the mountain, right? And then you get to this tunnel at the top, and then you're coming down on the other side.
Right.
So we get to the point where we're not climbing, just starting the mountain drive, and traffic hits. And then for the next 6 hours, we are stuck in traffic, not moving, and we're just watching the snow inch by inch go up the tires and cars all around us. They're saying it's like a typical thing. Like you can get stuck if it snows too heavy in this portion for like 17 hours.
Sounds romantic.
Especially in a Mercedes.
Okay, it's not a Mercedes. This is
It
a
was in a G-Wagon?
2001 van, rear wheel drive only.
Where did you rent a 2001?
Why are you
got a
driving a
2001
real
Odyssey?
rear wheel
Honda?
drive only in a blizzard?
Everyone thought we would get there before the actual storm hit.
Whoever
but no one
whoever rented you a 2001 van thought that you would get there before.
They thought you were gonna get there 23 years ago.
They're like, just take this fucking van and get it off the lot, dude. Leave it up on the mountain.
Well, the driver said it's a pecking order where he had just been driving for a few months, so only the top tier drivers get the nice cars. I was like, I wish I would have known that.
No, yeah, we're
before.
confused here. We're confused. I thought you were renting a van, but you paid somebody to drive you in a 2001 van.
I thought I said a transfer service, didn't I?
You said you said you should get a
You talked
shuttle,
about
but
a
you
shuttle.
chose to drive.
But we thought you were driving.
You think I'm driving in that shit?
That's what we said.
I thought that was the
I
hard-hitting-
thought the whole story was you were driving.
You were driving in Colorado,
no,
for a Florida boy driving in Colorado in a
I'm thinking
snowstorm.
I was thinking
I
myself,
wouldn't be
rear wheel
here.
drive, dude. You got at least you have that
Honestly,
4-wheel drive.
yeah. If you're not driving, you're having a great time. I would enjoy the hell out of that. You get out, make a little snowball,
Well,
a little snowman on the side, and then hop back in. Let them keep riding. That's a great time.
Not a chance, dude. It was one of those moments in life you look back and you think, I'll never do that shit again.
Well, I believe it.
and then you do it again.
And I'll be right back next year.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
I've still never seen snow, so
There's no chance.
You've never seen snow in your whole life.
never seen snow.
You didn't you were just telling us about you went to cabin, you stayed with some family in like I guess North Carolina.
North Carolina.
You just went during the summer?
It was Christmas, no snow.
No snow.
Yeah, you ain't missing
That
much.
damn global
I
warming.
mean snow I couldn't live in snow. It's too much hassle, but
Yeah,
it is
for
great
for
to
a
see.
weekend. It's all right. For a while, it sucks.
I've never been in like a lot of snow.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's very tough.
Even like vacation, anything like that in Pennsylvania. Like the most I've ever seen is maybe like a couple of inches at most.
Purely an
Like it doesn't really
inconvenience.
stick like when I was there, so it's like, oh, well, it's there and gone.
Did it snow at all this past year?
In Florida, no.
No, not Florida.
No.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, did
Yeah,
it like
there were some
did it
like
get
crazy snowstorms.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Usually
18
when there's like heavy blizzards coming through,
It was like this. he
18
just-
inches
he just
over in
told you.
Colorado and then 3 to 4 feet.
He
He just told me.
He just told you a
Wait,
story
wait,
about it.
The Mercedes Colorado Superstorm.
Yeah, Colorado doesn't count
Yeah,
though,
dude.
right? Because
Currently
it always
snowing.
goes on the mountains.
Colorado's Midwest. It's not even up the north.
Does always
get
snow
you
in
a
the
globe
mountains.
in that
Mountains for
room.
sure. There's a globe right here.
Oh, that's Colorado right there.
Yeah, there it is.
What are you looking at?
There's Colorado.
Globe.
A planet.
Yeah, it's the Earth.
Planet Earth. Yeah, snow's overrated. I mean,
It sucks.
I've
It's wet.
It's cold.
no, it,
You
it
gotta
can be
shovel
fun.
off your car. Sometimes you gotta shovel out behind your car so you can get
Yeah,
out.
And sometimes your dad makes you shovel out behind his car and start it up 2 hours before you leave.
Sometimes you
I
gotta.
don't know.
Sometimes you got a neighbor who's a real bitch, but you want to get on her good side, so you help her out because you're a good guy and she's still a bitch.
Yeah.
You got
It's
anybody got any
unfortunate,
good
dude.
stuck in the mud stories?
Stuck in the mud.
I got some good stuck in the snow stories.
I was about to say,
Stuck in the snow's.
Never
snow's
seen
tough.
snow, but I've seen a lot of mud.
A lot of stuck in the muds.
I don't have any good stuck in the mud stories, but I've been stuck in the mud. Nothing good about it. Just went to go leave my cousin's house, got stuck, and I said, well, guess we're not leaving. And that was it. Then I tried a few times, put a log under it. There's also a front wheel drive car. Tried to put a log under it, try to get some traction, stuff like that. Got a little bit. It was just too much mud. Couldn't get out. And then eventually I posted on my Instagram story as a joke. Like, I don't care. Well, eventually it'll get out. And then my buddy hit me up. He's like, yo, you need help? And he had a Jeep with a fucking
Winch.
a wet winch. Yeah. And that was it. Easy get out after that.
Yeah,
But
pops you right out.
I was doing DoorDash in New York, and I was dropping off food at this people's house. It was a birthday cake for somebody's birthday, and I got my truck stuck in their front yard.
I bet it was an ice cream cake too.
It was
wasn't
ice cream
Yeah,
cake.
Classic.
It was so awkward. So I dropped off the ice cream cake, and then like 2 seconds later, I'm knocking on their door again. And they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, I don't want to tell you this, but I'm gonna need some help, dude.
You got stuck in the mud outside of their house.
snow.
I got stuck in the snow.
Oh, in the snow.
I was just a spinning,
yeah.
and I had.
Where were you driving at the time?
I was driving my truck.
You were driving your F-150. You got stuck in the snow.
Yeah, I was. It was like a
Damn.
you
muddy.
ain't got tires. You ain't got.
No free ads, dude.
Yeah,
no free
I
ads.
turned in. Well, they had like 5. It was a big house,
Mhm.
so I like turned into this little spot to make a U-turn, and it was like muddy and shit. So my tires just kept spinning, and I was like, "You guys help me." The 2 girls were all about it.
Look at you.
The dad and
Like Sharpe
and
getting
the
girl he
son
wants.
were pissed. The dad and the son were like, "What the fuck are you making a U-turn right here?"
Boy, you don't know how to drive a truck.
The
Don't
girls-
you know that when the snow melts, that's clearly in the pond?
Yeah, the fucking,
What the fuck are you doing in the pond?
the two girls are like, "Just go get him get him 2x4s and get his truck out of here."
Pop 'em
God,
out.
it's okay, we'll get you out of here. This fucking idiot.
Sharpe's like, so slice that cake up,
Yeah,
man. I don't know.
Happy birthday.
Try to U-turn in your fountain. Got
The-
stuck.
The one only when we were when I had the Jeep, we would go mud and stuff.
Oh,
and I always
that
worked
was a
out.
fun
Was this
time.
who was?
We got pulled over.
Yeah, that was a great one. We got pulled over.
We're driving too goddamn slow, slowing all the traffic down.
I'm literally like,
Jeeps only go 30 miles an hour if you don't know.
We had 5 full-grown men in a 2-door Jeep.
Great time.
That
though.
was
I
a
had
great
an amazing time.
That was a
I would
great
do
time.
that.
We literally pulled up to a
Anytime you guys
CC's
wanna do
Pizza. We pulled up to a CC's Pizza, and we just from head to toe, just mud, as brown as ever, and haven't washed ourselves, just loading up on pizza.
Was it Dylan that was like, yeah, you go through this hole and I'm going to stand outside of it? I'm like, I don't really want to get that muddy.
To
be honest.
videotape or
Yeah, I don't know if it was a videotape or just like to
Just for fun.
get muddy because that's a Dylan thing. Just
I don't think I was doing
I don't
that.
know if it was you or if it was who else could have been. It's me, you,
it was
Bob.
Bobby Ryan.
I was sitting in the back seat,
I'm pretty sure it was you.
and there was no roof.
There
I
was
had like a little canvas.
The front was
bikini
so much
top.
better.
Anytime we dove down in it and the mud flew over the car, I'm getting soaked no matter what. So at that point, maybe it was me.
I think
saying,
it was you.
It
that-
probably
I'm
was.
already fucked. Let me
Well,
yeah.
6'9" Ryan would had his head stick out past the bikini top, so he's just catching rocks and mud.
How's it look from up there? Not good.
Not good.
You got a pair of goggles down there or something?
Not
Come
good.
on.
But yeah, the worst was whenever I went to the trail in Tallahassee that was over by the airport, and I did this trail like maybe twice a week because I'd go and take my dog out to the park out there. Not really a park; it's just like an open field. And so I'd always drive the same dirt trail, and it was the Apalachicola National Forest. And I was going down it, and I saw a little puddle, and I'm thinking, it's fine. It's just some rainwater gathering. As soon as I hit it, it felt like I was like a submarine submerging into the water because my front end goes down, and I hit a wall of mud.
Yeah.
Water starts coming into the sides. My tires are spinning. I can't put it in 4-wheel drive. I never needed 4-wheel drive going on this side.
Yeah.
It was awful. My dog instantly jumps out the window. He's just sinks in the mud. I'm like, all right, we're in like 6 feet of water because my dog just disappears.
We're all dead.
My dog
This is the
disappears.
end.
Willie never did have the best instincts. Let me tell you.
He abandoned ship early. He was not going down with the ship. But he jumps out. He's soaked in mud, and then I get out, and I'm like, okay, it's probably just mud. It's soft sand, so I'm just gonna try and dig it out, get some traction on my tires. So I start reaching under the Jeep, and I'm like pulling out parts. Like I know for a fact I pulled out an alternator, and I have like the wiring and this giant chunk of metal. I have this alternator in my hands, reach back under again, pull out just like some random like lug nut and craziness. Just keep on doing that as I'm digging out the mud.
Many cars in this graveyard at this
Well,
point.
it was ridiculous.
Are they
And so-
your car parts?
well, the whole
Or
time,
somebody else's car
The whole
parts?
time, I'm thinking like, all right, well, let me. I'm gonna have to start riding a bike to work. It's an 8 mile,
right?
8 mile
Bryce,
trip.
instantly, the worst thing. Bryce is like, my fucking alternator's in here. My lugs off my tire. Oh
I
man.
lost my alternator. Oh, there goes my AC. I was like, my transmission's never gonna be the same. I was like, I don't know how that got outside of the vehicle. And then so I'm freaking out about it, and of course I'm driving a Jeep, so I'm like, man, I can get out of this. There's no reason why I can't get out of this. And I finally give up on it. I call the tow truck driver. Tow truck driver calls and he says, "Hey, are you on? Are you off the street? Or are you in the mud?" So I'm in the mud, and I can literally see where the street is. He's like, "Just so you know, if my tires touch mud, it's automatically going to be like $3,000." And I was like, "Well, I might just at this point
I
I'm
said
thinking
you can have the Jeep.
Right, at this
I'll
point,
buy another
At
one.
this point, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to salvage or like my Jeep. I'm just gonna have to junk it. But he shows up there, and I'm like, okay, maybe he can run it long enough to not get on the mud. he sees what I'm dealing with, and I literally just pick up the alternator and show it to him.
He drives away.
I show it to him, and he's like, "All right, buddy, I feel bad for you, man." And I got my muddy dog just sitting next to me, but he hands it to me, and he's like, "Look, if I don't have to get in, you can just hook it all up, and I won't like charge you extra." It's like, "Thank you, man, appreciate it." Pulls me out. And as he's pulling me out, I literally like, it looks like my Jeep tires were like a shovel. And we just pull out nothing but other car parts. There's just so many car parts getting pulled out. And he was talking to me about it. He's like, yeah, we actually towed like 3 4-wheelers and an F-150 out of there like the day before.
Do you think? Did you ever think to yourself, this guy dug this hole? It's a trap. He's just wrecking in the money.
It's
$3
a
grand.
trap.
There's some mud right there.
It's
$3 grand, buddy.
You see this, Simba? Everything the light touches
God.
is ours. But that's the Shadowland,
Well,
the mud pit.
I'll never be more proud though, because he pulls me out and I'm like, okay, let me just give it a shot. Starts right up. Drove it home, took it to the auto shop the next day. They're like, you're good.
He said, hey, you need this alternator? He said, no, yours is still attached. He said,
All right. No, literally every single part I just had in the back, thinking one of those has got to be mine. And I take it to the shop. They're like, no, man, you're good.
yeah,
So,
that's the worst. I feel like that's the worst. Like that's a car. I feel like a car guy thing is like, as soon as you smell burning oil, smell anything, you're like, that's my car. Fuck
Right.
me, man. Now what do we got to figure out?
I walk outside and I smell like somebody's burning something, and it smells kind of like an electrical burn. I'm like, my house is fucking
This
on
is
fire.
it.
Like,
Game over.
this is done.
right.
So it turns out somebody like 2 miles down the road having a fire. Like,
Instantly, you stop everything you're doing. You smell. You're like, all right, let me kind of decipher what this smell is. And electrical burn is always like, oh fuck, there could be so many things. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like when we used to work on, like when I used to do the car stereo shit. Anytime it's like you smell anything, like, oh god, everybody stop what we're doing. How much money am I gonna cost to fix this new car that someone else is like, bro?
We
We
messed up with.
even though we did have one thing, we saw a little smoke, and then it's so funny. They're pulling out the interlock system out of this lady's Explorer, and one of the wires that goes through the firewall, whoever installed it originally, kind of fucked it. Like they didn't drill a hole and they didn't have it through like a firewall
Gasket.
yeah, pretty much. And he pulled it out. It touched the fucking firewall, so it grounded, and you could just see it's just a little bit of smoke. And the lady's having a great time. The lady's laughing. I'm like, bitch, your car could be on fire in a second. Quit laughing, relax. And then pulled out, and everything was good though. But she was having a great time. She's like, yeah, nah, don't matter. I was like, it would have mattered.
That's
it
good
would have mattered.
service.
Bitch went down to the fucking burn to the ground, because if it starts burning, pushing it out of the bay on the 60.
Just let it roll.
That's someone else's problem.
Let
Not
it
my
roll.
problem.
where did it catch fire? It was just right here in this third.
Right here. I don't know why she had it like that.
It never made it to the shop. Ridiculous. That's how I'm bad with brake squeaking. Anytime I see brake squeaking, I'm looking around for the shittiest cars, hoping it's something.
Hoping, praying.
Just praying for a Ford Fusion.
Instantly I touch it, I'm like, now you have to play with your brakes. You have to
Yeah, I gotta double
All
tap
right,
it,
is it
double
me?
tap it. Yeah, I think I'm okay.
hope not.
I think I'm okay.
Every time.
I don't think I've ever changed brakes on any car I've ever had.
I don't think you've done any maintenance on anything.
I just had to change the brakes on my car a few weeks
Scares the
ago.
hell out of me.
I heard scraping for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, scraping can't be me.
How often do you change your tires?
Me? I've
Yeah.
never changed my tires on any car.
What?
It might
are
be why you
talking
get stuck in the snow.
Why would you change his tires?
My truck's brand
Still
new.
working.
Just sell the car, get a new one.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened with my Zephyr. I just left it in the parking lot and got a truck.
Your Zephyr?
Yeah, the Lincoln.
The 14-year-old car?
Yeah, I didn't do any maintenance. I just left it in the parking lot and got a truck.
You didn't trade it in or nothing? What do you mean left
No,
it
I just left it there.
in the dealership parking lot?
No.
What
it's
year
apartment.
is your F-150?
2016.
There.
And you haven't changed tires, done brakes?
Well, I
anything?
got it 3 years ago. Everything new.
Yeah, it's got 80,000 miles on
Did
it.
you report it stolen? Was it your car? I need to hear more about the fact you just left the car in a parking lot.
That's what I did. I just left. Took
When you're done with things, you're just done with things, man.
I just took the license plate off it and I left it there.
There was a car at USF when I went there freshman year.
I think it's still there.
For
No, it's
4 years, all 4 years I was at USF, this car was there, parked under this tree, shit all on it, tires were flat. And I'm thinking, for 4 years, no one was like, we should probably get this out of our parking lot. Like, just there. And then one day,
It was gone.
it was gone. And I was like, Who's the guy who was finally like,
life is so short.
let's get rid of this fucking thing?
I just watched a video, and it was like it's the craziest criminals that are going to walk this year, and like they're going to get out of their sentence.
Not
And-
Carl Weaver.
Not Carl Weaver, man. That son of a gun.
He's still out. He's still on the run in
I
Florida.
hope we keep him locked down because he's gonna come right after me. I know
He might
that.
be here tonight.
One of them, like there was, man, I wish I remember the names, but I know one was the woman that killed Selena. She's out in 4 months.
Who's Selena?
Selena de la Cruz.
Never heard of her.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Not for long.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Come on the floor.
Come on the floor.
Come on the floor.
Yep.
Come on my face. Come on the floor.
Did I remember the song that my lady sang at our beautiful party? Come on the floor.
It was a beautiful part.
Now she was singing. Someone else was singing with her that time.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I mean, I do remember that. I don't remember the song. I remember them singing, and she didn't really want to sing, but she was like, "Fuck it, she'll sing it."
Mm-hmm.
And I think Sharpe was just telling me some good jokes at the time, so
Oh,
I was blacked out.
She's
love a good joke.
what dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow.
Oh, I know that
I'll
song.
be
That song.
holding you tight.
That's a good one.
I don't really know that song, but
anyway,
I've
so
heard
Right
she's one of them. There's another guy that went on. He was in the movie, or not the movie, the show Mindhunters. He's like one of the main guys in the show Mindhunters. Really tall guy. Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper. That's the name. He's getting out. He was on for
you're
like.
talking about the real Ed Kemper.
The real Ed Kemper.
You lost me with that whole
I'm sorry. I was
Selena?
trying to.
man,
Selena thing.
good for him.
Selena segue.
So the guy that killed Selena, the lady that killed Selena, she's getting out this year, and then Ed Kemper is also getting out this year, and he got parole off of like 6 consecutive life sentences. How does that happen?
Hey man, he did the crime. He did the time.
He's a good guy. He's
Let him
changed.
out.
He did time. He didn't do the
Recidivism.
time.
If he goes back in, then it is what it is. You
I'm
know?
just saying. I don't know if I like. Whenever you go do something that crazy, I feel like is there redemption from?
If you,
Yeah, I don't know if a
12
serial killer
homicides.
of 8
if you
should
wouldn't
ever get
if you
off.
wouldn't killed 8 to 10 people the next month, Bryce,
Mhm.
and after like 10 years, I'd be like, he was a really good guy for 30 years. He had a rough 1 month, so
Okay, if I was a guy that did that, I feel like, hey, take me out, fam.
Take him to the center of town.
Exactly.
Let me tell you.
That's what we need to start. I'm not gonna
oh
say
my
that.
god.
I'm not gonna say
We
that.
got his ass, boys. Move in.
I'm not gonna say that. Don't
Clip
tell
it.
me.
Send it.
Don't tell me. Clip it. Send it. Mail it
Oh
in.
my god.
Cast my vote. Cast
What
my
crime do you
vote.
think you would do? You think you would
How
get?
can we entrap Bryce tonight?
What crime do you think you would be?
Crime?
I want to know
Convicted for?
at what point in your life do you decide that you no longer need to match socks?
Are you looking at my not matching socks?
I'm just wondering. Just
Well,
in
I haven't
general,
hit there yet, so
Like, what kind of life do you need to be living where you just think to yourself, if it's okay to not match socks?
you used to not wear socks.
Is it okay to not match socks?
If that's where
Are
I'm
you
drawing,
saying this because I'm not wearing matching socks?
I think if
right
you
now?
wear pants, it doesn't matter.
That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah. If you're always wearing
Is
pants,
it okay to wear non-matching socks?
I think if
Yeah.
you're wearing pants, yes. If you're wearing something that you can see them, it's a little iffy.
I wouldn't say it's okay, but it's where we can limit your negligence.
Okay, I agree with that.
Right, so it's like if that's the only thing going awry in your daily choices, then I think it's acceptable. But I wouldn't like justify like, hey, you can't say it's okay to wear unmatching socks.
It's just socks.
How often
If
do you
I
wear
can
unmatching
see
socks?
that you're not wearing matching socks, can I also assume that you're not wearing underwear?
No, it's not matching. No,
very different. You could
Or that
assume
you've been wearing the same pair of underwear for the last 3 days.
There you go. Or your underwear has have holes in them.
And I don't want to.
That's because the socks aren't matching?
And where do you
So,
limit? Where do you limit the
I have a
negligence?
question. I have a question.
Yeah.
Does your underwear have holes in it?
No.
Okay.
Fair.
It's the same brand of socks. They're just different colors.
Hold on. Are you not wearing matching socks?
Do you know I'm not? That's why you brought it up.
I don't think it is.
Oh, they're both blue though.
Bring them up to the camera.
Whenever you wear,
put 'em right here.
bright
No,
blue
no.
and dark blue,
They're the same brand of socks.
and if you're
They're
gonna
just
wear
different
long
colors.
socks, if you
Hold your feet
wear,
up.
like, you can't wear long, not matching socks.
There's
Bring
one.
that other foot.
Oh God.
I'm wearing ankle socks, and you couldn't even tell if they weren't matching.
Buddy, you're wearing high waters. What are you expecting a flood?
These are not high water. I'm sitting down.
your pants are doing the same thing right now.
What are you talking
just have
about?
tall
These aren't
socks.
high water. Literally, everybody's socks are showing.
No,
These are not high
your
water.
ankles are showing, dude.
Because I'm sitting.
I can practically see your kneecap.
But no, I agree. I think that's. I mean,
Those
if
jorts
that,
are
again,
shams.
it's.
I think if you long
it's a
pants-
mistake. Where it should be a mistake, not a accepted practice.
I think, and hear me out on this, it's just fucking socks, dude.
Just socks, dude. If you
just
wear
socks.
long socks, should go with pants.
That's-
Short socks should not go with pants. That's a hot take.
Wait, what?
I think that is a hot take. I
Long
think,
socks with shorts.
No,
Short
long
socks
socks.
with pants.
Long
What'd you
socks
say?
with
Long-
pants.
Long socks can go either way.
You wear
Short
long.
socks
You
don't-
Well, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, go ahead.
Short socks don't go with pants, dude, or any long shorts.
Depends on the look you're going
Like you're
for.
wearing jeans.
I think it's more about the shoes you're wearing.
You can wear
What's the look?
you
Show
can-
my ankles.
you can wear chinos or some pants that show the ankles with like some beach shoes on.
Yeah, if
And a
your
button-up.
cuff of your
Right.
pants don't go past your shoe.
I
Yeah,
hate this.
it's not about
I
the
hate
pants.
this.
It's
I
not
hate-
about the pants. It's about the shoes. If you're
I
wearing dress
hate
shoes,
this conversation.
if you're wearing dress shoes. If you're wearing boots, you should be wearing long socks. If you're wearing sneakers, ankle socks are totally fine. No matter what the pants
I
or
would
shorts.
agree.
It's more about the
That.
shoes than it is the
What would you consider Adidas? Would you consider those?
these
Tennis
are
shoes.
sneakers.
They're sneakers,
These are,
yeah,
yeah,
tennis
these are sneakers.
That's fine with anything.
My first day at
No socks.
Buca de Beppo in college, I was working 2 jobs. The first job I had to wake up at like 4 in the morning so I can get there by 5. So I'm like packing my bag in the dark because I never get ready
Yeah.
the night before.
Mhm.
You know, just not who I am. It's like procrastinate as long as I can. So I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm packing my bag for Buca because I got to go from one job to the next job. And I look at my bag as I'm getting changed for the next job for Buca, and I see I've got one black shoe and I've got one brown shoe. And I'm like, fuck. Like,
That's a day ruiner.
and I'm wearing sandals for my first job. So I can't go to the second job wearing sandals. That's a fact. So I got to walk in wearing one black and one brown shoe.
See, that's a
Could've
little
stopped and got
bit.
some spray paint.
That's a little bit more different than mixed matching socks.
I mean, if you're doing things the right way, it should be the same, just as easy of a mistake.
If you wear 2 different shoes, that's like psychopath. Level.
No, when you get ready you get ready in the dark, you reach in for your socks. You accidentally grab 2 mixed matching socks. You reach down to go grab your shoes. You grab. He's
No,
lucky.
no.
He's
My-
lucky he got a left and a right.
My socks are already balled up, ready in a pair.
It's a
ready
worse-
to go.
Yeah, exactly. I tuck one sock into my other sock and I keep them as a pair.
Yeah. Do you not keep your socks as pairs? You keep them singles?
Well, there's some
Or
situations.
these were paired up, weren't they? You
There's
sick
some
bastard.
situations.
Or are you pulling them off the ground?
There's some situations where, when you ball your socks together, right, you can't find the other one.
No, I ball them together. They're
that's the
together.
point of balling them together.
What? No,
What do you mean?
you never done laundry and go.
No, you get to
I
the- you
can't
get to the
find
end
the
and there's no
other
more matching.
sock.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then
that
that
happens all
one,
the time.
that one goes into the pile of can't
We
find
find
them.
them.
Singular
Exactly.
socks.
Exactly.
I never
if
reach
you're-
out of that. I never reach in a single item sock. Those
Right.
socks
So-
are dead to me.
If you're going to the lost and found to grab socks, then that means you're not doing something other part of your
So
daily routine.
these socks, I lost the other color for the sock, but they're the same brand sock, so I will often wear these mixed matched.
That's not. This isn't how that works.
While you're at it, you should just unzip one of your pant legs
I got
and roll up one of your arm sleeves.
Adidas sneakers and I have Adidas high tops. If I wear the same brand, but if I wear a high top and a sneaker, it's not gonna look right.
What?
He's saying wearing 2 different shoes.
Just
That's
because you
not
wear
shoes-
the
just because you wear the
same.
same brand,
It's
does
not
that mean you can wear 2
the
different socks?
same.
I think mixed match socks are better than mixed match shoes.
100%.
Of course.
I mean, we all agree
you
on that.
never
Okay.
go
We all
to
agree
mixed
on
match
that.
shoes. Like,
I'm just saying, if we go with the same way of thought that he's thinking,
I'm surprised I didn't show up to the job and they didn't fire me right there. Like, you can never come back to this establishment ever again.
I'd be like, did you forget your fucking helmet, buddy? Like, what are you talking
I
about?
said, no, my helmet's right here. There's none left.
I'm not that dumb.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I would never forget my helmet.
Jesus, quick break.
Quick
break.
break.
Oh.
So I taught my son how to shave today.
Huh?
Taught my son how to shave today.
Shave what?
did he watch you or did you?
Because
What?
you're not shaving.
So
You're not shaving. He's got nothing to shave. He's,
my daughter, for the life of her, she loves makeup, loves lip gloss.
Who
Loves,
doesn't?
loves everything girly. It's got to have sparkles. It's got to have sheen.
Real
It's got to
quick,
be pinks. Got to be purples.
does she like sunscreen? Like, whenever you have to take her out on the beach or something, does she like putting on sunscreen?
She doesn't dislike it. It's not something that she looks forward to necessarily.
I'm just curious. Like, why? I wonder if we could just say like sunscreen's makeup, and that'd be like a wet method of making sure they put on sunscreen.
I'd say that she likes the lotion sunscreen version better than the spray.
Absolutely, everybody does.
What the fuck did you just say?
Says everybody does.
He was saying if you pretend that the sunscreen is makeup, would you like it better?
Yeah.
He's trying to parent the parent.
I'm not trying to parent the parent. I'm trying to learn. I'm in the process of learning.
I don't know what you're making that face for, Mike. What do you?
I feel like it's a very valid point. They put on like foundation.
He was in the middle of telling a story, and you interrupted and said real quick, could you trick your kid into putting on sunscreen as if that's just a normal thought?
It's a fair.
It's a fair jump.
It's not misplaced. It's
when
fair.
he's telling the story about how she likes to wear real quick.
I said real quick. I have a quick because it was.
What's her opinion on sunscreen?
I don't often talk
What
to
is your
Dylan
opinion on
about children putting makeup on. So I just felt whenever I had a thought, I was like, wow, that makes sense. Like, it's interesting at that age to put on makeup for me, for my mind. And so if they're comfortable putting on makeup, I'm thinking, okay, like I could just say, hey, I need you to put on sunscreen and just treat it like it's makeup. So they're excited about putting on sunscreen.
So she's 4 years old. We don't
So
put makeup on her.
a gift card to
But
Sephora
she-
for her. I got
She
you.
sees her mom putting on makeup, so
Right.
she wants. What are you doing? So her mom will put on. She'll give her some lip gloss. That's like just for her, like some kids' lip gloss. That if she really wants to put on some makeup, she's gonna give her some little sparkly lip gloss. We're not putting on the foundation and the eyelashes and all that stuff.
She's on YouTube,
Come on,
fucking
dude.
learning everything.
She's 4 years old.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
So my son watches all this.
He also wears makeup.
I want makeup. What the fuck?
Right.
Come on. Give me some makeup. Come
Right.
on. So for Christmas, we got my daughter a little fake makeup kit. It's got a little fake blow
Fake
dryer,
up.
fake foundation, fake up. So today she's getting ready, and she's like putting on her little headband, and she's got her bag over her shoulder. She's like pretending she's one of the grannies from Bluey. She's about to go on a plane ride, and she's putting on her foundation.
Freaking Bluey.
And my son really wanted to put on some of that makeup. She wasn't having it. She goes, "No, makeup is for girls. You can't have makeup." He is pissed. I want some makeup. Now, he's not saying this, obviously, but
Right.
he goes, "Give me makeup." So I had to bust out of the office and be like, "Come here, son. I'll teach you how to shave." So we got the shaving kit, got the mirror. We went upstairs. I got my my safety razor, which does have a razor blade in it. Took the safety razor out, took the blade out. So it's just,
Just a metal
blunt piece of metal.
Right.
So we went upstairs and I put some shaving cream on my hands, lathered them up with shaving cream, loved it, giggling his ass off. As soon as I go, okay, close your mouth and, purse your lips, put it over his mouth and it gets on his lips and then in his mouth a little bit and he's hating it from there on out. He's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" So I had to get a paper towel, clean him up a little bit. And then I, went through, shaved him, gave him the closest shave he's ever had. And from then on out, he got up and he was playing. He goes, "Molly, I just shaved." And he's rubbing his face. He's like, "Yeah, I'm all clean shaven now." He's 2 years old and
That's awesome.
most excited he's ever been, this week.
I used to play
He's
with
a grown
shaving cream
man,
when I was
dude.
younger. I used to love playing with shaving cream because it would foam up.
It
I'd
was
spray it
so
on
great.
the table thing.
Right. Old school like Barbasol.
Yeah, I'd just mess with it, play with it.
That's
Man,
awesome.
That was a great time. Play with some shaving cream maybe later tonight.
I can remember there was a time where I was, maybe 5 or 6, and I'm like taking a bath on a trip. I think we're at the beach or something. When you're on trips, you gotta share bathrooms because there's only
Yeah.
1 or 2 or whatever. And there was somebody had left one of their razors on the edge of the bathtub. I'm like messing around with the razor, and I've seen the movies. So I'm like messing around with it, like go up to my eyebrows. I'm like, yeah. And I pull a chunk out of my eyebrow. It's gone. I'm like, oh no. So I shaved a chunk off my eyebrow off.
It's all fun and games until something like that happens. You're like, well, just having a great time, and now I have to explain to everybody.
I didn't realize,
what happened.
what the razor does. So basically, I'm hoping that my son never finds the safety razor with an actual blade in it. I got to keep that out of his hands from now on
Yeah.
because he's going to
He's
be
turn
like,
into Heath Ledger.
I'm going to start shaving. Yeah, I'm shaving. But,
Just shave his face off.
I feel like this might have been like right before I met you guys, but it was maybe I think 6th grade, And I praised my sister. My sister was the coolest person ever. And so at one point, like we were goofing off or something, and she just randomly says, like, Bryce, you got to tame them eyebrows. And I know what she meant. I had no idea. And I was like, oh, I guess I got to clean them up. So in my head, I had to make them look like my mom's. And my mom draws her eyebrows on. And so I literally grabbed clippers and just trimmed up my eyebrows to where they look like my mom's. And it was just like a straight line across the top of my eyebrows. Luckily, I was young and they grew back fast. But I remember seeing her and she's like, that's not what I meant. And I'm like, oh, okay.
She was like, you look beautiful, Bryce.
Yep.
Great job.
I got some thick brows, dude. Like,
Me too.
when I go to the barber, they try to they try to like get in there and clean it up a little bit. I go, hey man, like take it easy. Don't touch the brows.
You don't like them touching your brows?
Leave the brows alone. I don't want you to edge me up and like make them all skinny like I'm on Jersey Shore. Like, don't mess with the brows.
I don't like when they edge the brows, but I love when they just go over with
I've never
the
had
clippers.
any barber ever want to edge my brows.
Yeah.
You ever had somebody edge your brows?
They run it over with like a little trimmer with like a guard on it just to get the little excess, and then they clean the uni. That's it.
Yeah, I normally will get they'll straighten up my side.
They're not fading.
Anytime
also
they come
my-
close to the brows, I'm thinking they're got straight razors. They're edging them up, baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's usually a pretty quick switch. They hit right here, and they do along the hairline on the side, and then real quick they'll just cut it into those. They do it fast,
No, yeah, I agree.
and because they'll edge up the mustache and everything.
No mustache, I'm in with. Yeah, that's cool. I
Yeah.
get that.
Still to this day, the most interesting. I have a very sensitive neck. I can't like clippers on my neck. It tickles like a son of a gun. You know, I have a hard time with it. And then especially when people are like using a straight blade on my neck, it's not terrible. I mean, I love the feel of it, but while they're doing it, it like makes me a little uncomfortable. And so I normally will tell them, it's like, hey, don't bother with the neckline, just trim up the face. And one guy was like, oh, this was a Dominican barber, and he's a great guy. And he's like, oh, why do you not like to do your neckline? And I was like, I just really do it myself. And he's like, oh, is it like sensitive? You get red? And I was like, no, honestly, man, it just kind of tickles a little bit, and I get a little uncomfortable. And he's like, okay, I got you. He's got his little black glove. Whap! Smacks me across the face, hits my neckline. Didn't feel a damn thing.
Damn, he's good.
Excuse me.
He's good, huh?
He literally took an extra glove, hit me across the face with the glove, and then trimmed up my neckline.
You got to pay extra for that most
I
places.
said you didn't pay extra for that.
Most places.
I was a standard cutting.
I used to have an issue, which I mean, I still kind of do. Like if a barber comes and like starts doing my mustache, I'm a little like more giggly, more like joking, like laughing. Not as much now. Like I used to have to like bite the inside of my mouth or something like that. But when my buddy used to cut my hair, and he used to cut my hair all the time, man, this would be the worst part. He would come up and I would just be in a laughing stock for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, I'd be like, all right, we're ready. As soon as you get close, I'd start laughing again. I'm like, yo, and he's like, yo, we gotta figure this fuck out. Like,
You can't be laughing.
you either gotta stop laughing
Right.
or so. Like for the longest, legit, that would be 20 minutes every time. I would just be laughing. He would be laughing. He would be more serious because he's like, yo, let's finish this fucking haircut. But I would be, laughing, man.
It would always bother me because the same barber would he'd try to get real detailed on edging up my lip and like my mustache, and so he'd get real close, and I just feel him breathing into my mouth.
Right.
And I'm like, I couldn't
I feel like
stand
it's almost like they're trying to kiss me because they're like coming close to me, and I'm like, all right,
But he was-
don't do this, you know.
It got me every time, and I'm over here trying to keep a straight face. I'm
Yeah.
laughing at the audacity of this guy just breathing into my face, and I'm like half giggling. I was like, I can't giggle in a man's
Yeah,
barber chair.
I
It's
agree.
disrespectful. You can't giggle at a barber, and so it was
They're testing you both every time.
Nice.
Well, he got what he wanted because he slapped me in the face with a
Especially
glove.
Slapping him across the face.
He challenged you to a duel.
Where'd you get your haircut at, Sharpe?
I've cut my own hair for the last 15 years.
You got the self-cut pro system.
Yeah. Shave that bitch.
What level? What size? What level blade?
0.
Oh,
Go
shit,
zero all the way around. What about beard?
I'd use some scissors and then
Use scissors on your beard?
yeah, and then I'll do the trimmer on the neck.
That's fair. I respect that.
That's fair.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just let my barber take care of everything.
I should, yeah. I don't like my beard grows faster than my head hair, so
I mean, the only time I'll take care of like the beard and stuff like that is if I haven't been to a haircut and I'll just shave down the extra, like where it's kind of grown in and kind of get it back to like a cleaner look. But never really more than that. I'm too scared to really fuck it up.
Sure.
Terrified to cut this beard off. I don't know what I'm going to look like, and I'm scared of that.
No, I can't.
When's the last time you've been clean shaven?
High school?
No, it was after high school. It was when I went to see my dad. So I used to get standby flights for JetBlue through my sister's fiance, and for that, like you're kind of representing them, so you want to show up clean. And I remember the first time. I mean, I guess I didn't go all the way shaven down, but it was as low as it's been in so long. Like basically, it's just a little bit of hair, maybe like a 1 on it, and I'm just like, not a good look for me. But I also was bigger then. Maybe now. Maybe I cut this shit off right now. Who's got it?
You cut it.
Bring
You
him
might
out,
have
dude.
like a chiseled jawline. You never
Good.
know.
No, I don't
nice
think
square
so.
jaw.
I don't think so. But you guys want to shave it right now?
I mean, if you want to, dude.
I got the clippers.
I don't want to. Honestly, I just got a little feeling in my
I got the whole
stomach, in my
set.
chest.
I got the whole
I'll
set.
never-
I got every blade. Whatever you want.
Before we do it, I'll just tell you. So when I first started dating my lady, she was like, "Oh, I'd love to see what you look like without a beard. Like, get rid of your facial hair." And I don't have like a thick beard. You can still kind of see what's underneath it right now. But she's like, "Ah, I just want to see what you look clean shaven." I was like, "Yeah, sure." Go clean shaven. Showed up to dinner. We're sitting there for like 30 minutes. She's like, "I really do like your beard."
But I feel like that's the issue though. Like
You gotta be careful.
the beard looks good with everybody, right? Like
Yeah.
to go away from it. One, like I haven't seen it like that in ever. You know what I mean? Like
Even if you did look good, you would think like, who the
Right.
fuck? Who am I
Right.
looking at? Like,
right.
This does not look good.
I agree.
You've done the clean shaven look more often because you do just the mustache. So like you wouldn't. I feel like your kids would not be surprised if they saw you with no beard.
No, I'm weird. Like I'll show up with like, I'll just have a beard and then I'll just shave it.
I'll shave everything
have some-
right here.
Go one
No.
day mutton chops, one day beard, one day goatee.
And then I'll just leave the mustache or I'll just shave it all. Like, so my kids have seen everything. So by now they're fine.
Maybe one day maybe we get enough likes on this video.
Put it out there, dude.
Yo, if we get 30 likes, you're shaving your beard.
Damn.
No, I
I
don't
feel like
like
I
that.
take
I don't-
things
we do
like
50?
Yeah, can we do 50? I don't want to see him lose
Really?
his beard. It's a good look.
I don't either.
It
I'm
is a good
terrified.
look.
We haven't had any likes like for the last 6 videos since we did the ghost pepper. Like
yeah, we're not pushing for likes anymore.
we're not
pushing
pushing for it anymore.
All right. 30 likes it is.
30 likes.
30
Clean shave.
clean shaved.
God, don't let
3
this-
likes and I'll tickle Dingman's beard.
Half a like and I'll be bearded. Beardless.
I like it myself.
Damn, I'm terrified. Don't like this video, please.
Don't like this video.
Just dislike
If
it.
you want to see Dingman clean shaven, and I know that most of our audience is Dingman's friends, then go ahead.
true.
Go ahead and give it a like.
You got a hell of a fan club. I really respect it.
They don't really like me.
Yo, Ding runs deep.
They're trying to hold on your coattails and know you're going to be a big success. So they're like, "Hey, I'm along for the ride.
I just put up the thing
I've
about
been with you for the jump."
eating the exotic snacks, and people think so far, normally everybody's pretty like on each other, right?
Yeah.
But now we have, so reviewing exotic snacks video clips of me doing it by myself has 5 votes, with podcast group has 4 votes, and adding 1 extra person has 7 votes. Pretty different
That's
here.
interesting
like-
poll results.
I feel like what
Yeah.
that means is they don't like everybody in the podcast, but they do like one other person.
they like
They can eliminate 2.
they might like one of us.
I think they're thinking themselves.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, after this, so I'm gonna post the results, probably tomorrow, and
Let's
then
do it as
whatever.
percentage, not as a
Yeah,
number of voters.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
I
sure.
gotta-
I'm
gotta
gonna do
spice it up a
percentage.
little
How it
bit.
is.
Yeah.
And then
If I saw 31%, I was like, damn, there's like 1,000 people voting.
yeah, you never know.
I mean, this is going out, so they are going to know. So let's talk about this a little bit.
But I want to after I do it, it's adding the 1 extra person is as of now. But I'm going to see if it should be a male or a female. And then we'll go from there, and then we'll decide on if they pick female. I don't know who I'm
swear
gonna
to
pick. I'm gonna have to figure
God,
something out.
I
But
swear to God, if you start an exotic snacks podcast or skits,
It won't be
and
a podcast.
fucking Nelly's on there, and
no, it's not gonna be
okay,
Nelly.
good.
nah, dude, it's going to be Sharpe with a wig.
I don't.
Hell yeah.
In all fairness, all right, no offense, Sharpe.
Yeah, I hate Nelly too.
Okay.
Oh.
No offense, Sharpe. I know. I mean, you're the best chef out of all of us, and you probably have the most, kind
agree.
of, you have the most experience with food.
I agree.
But I don't trust your palate whatsoever.
Why?
I feel like you've destroyed it.
What are you talking about?
You eat nothing but fast food, and
Yeah, that's, every chef does.
I doubt that.
No,
I think a lot of them do. They just eat fast, quick shit because like they cook for a living. Like you don't want to be cooking more. Like when you have the time to just do whatever you need to do.
I
Call him
think I
Gordon.
disagree with that.
Gordon,
Call him up.
he's a celebrity chef.
Yeah, it's different when we go to like high end chefs too. Like,
All right,
a high end chef is different compared to like a chef, like a standard chef or a standard cook. I feel like a high end, they're always gonna cook. They're always gonna make something because that's really what they love to do, and they're also not working. Well, they might be, but like
I can understand the hours being an issue.
when you're
The
a high
schedule.
end chef, like you're not cooking everything for 60, 80 hours that week. Whereas like Sharpe is there for 60 to 80 hours cooking. Like the last thing you want to do is, oh wait, cook again? Fuck that.
Yeah, but it's not even about cooking again. But you just have a more refined palate to where you go and eat McDonald's and you're like, hey, you know what? This is kind of shit.
Don't even come at me with it.
We're going to the
this-
library
This palette right here,
on Saturday.
refined.
On Saturday?
Me and
So
Sharpe.
here's what I want to hear. I want
Nice.
to hear more about your idea
Of
to
two.
review restaurants, do a little food, social media. What do you got for me? What do you think?
I don't know.
What does it
man.
look like?
I mean, what you said, I think makes sense to, a little bit of show what the place is like.
Where do you want to go? Like, so you got an idea. What do you want to do? You want to review restaurants, local Tampa restaurants?
I mean, you got to start
Franchises?
local. I mean, I'm down to do franchises. I don't know. I just most of the reviews that I put, most of the ratings are places that are like more expensive. So a lot of people don't go to these places. Maybe they want to go, but maybe they just want to
like me.
see what it's like.
Most of the places you go to, I would never go.
Yeah.
Unless it's like I know that they have a dish that I want to try, or like I see something in basically a dish. If I see like this has the Wagyu steak that I've been looking for,
Right.
I'm gonna go give it a shot
Right.
for that.
I feel like but I think I would rather have someone reviewing like the high end because whenever I
Finally pick the one. You want it to be.
I want it to be the good one. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't go to high end very often, and so I don't want to like in my head. I don't know what's the better high end restaurant. So whenever I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go splurge on a dinner. I just pick like the most either convenient, the one I can get a reservation on, or because I assume that they're all like relatively baseline. But that's not necessarily the case. You could be paying a lot of money for something that's not a better product.
So, like, my rating of Council Oak, right, was 8.2. To you guys, do you think that is high? Do you think
Yeah.
that's low? Or do you think that's average?
It's
A high rating,
Right.
just in general, for that place, or just a rating in general.
If
Well,
I heard,
it's up to 10, obviously, but like for a place in general.
if I heard 8.2, I would be excited to go there.
I'm thinking that's a good place.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Because that's what I wanted to think.
'Cause
But,
I never been in Council Oak.
what about like a 6? What did I rate row? I think I
Low
rated
was like a
row like a
6.2 is
6.
low.
Low, yeah. So
If,
like
if you're rating anything a 6, anything, I'm not going. to it.
6.2,
6 to
I'd go
me-
with a gift card.
a 6 to me is like it's fine.
If you got invited, you
Go
Right.
like try it out, go, but like I don't expect like craziness like what it seems like because that's what I hate about reviews is like I watch a lot of these reviews. Well, I don't watch a lot of reviews, but like reviews come up on my TikTok and people send me it and I'm like, man, like I've been to that place. That place isn't good. And I feel like they're always hyping the places up. There's never a review that's like, this wasn't good, this was okay, this was to this was to that, where I feel like everybody's trying to get like good publicity from
I was
it.
gonna say, see,
Right.
we need dinghy on the streets to get
Yeah.
facts.
Singing on the
Honestly,
streets.
that's,
We don't need the influencers going to
Right.
the restaurants,
I hate that.
getting paid to go there and hype
Yeah.
it up. Like this is the place you want to go to, because fuck, we want to know the truth.
They're probably getting free
Right.
meals to go
They're getting
there
paid
to
to be
hype it
there.
up.
I hate the fakeness of a lot of it.
No, I
but
respect it. You're,
so,
not,
I
you're
mean-
not there to make friends. You're there to help the people.
that's the way I feel. Like I
You're
don't.
there
I
to help
mean,
the people.
places that are good, places that aren't. But like I said, I think Council Oak is the best steakhouse in Tampa for sure. I haven't really been out to St. Pete. Like I've probably been. I don't think I've been in any restaurant in St. Pete. But in Tampa, between Council Oak, Ocean Prime, Eddie V's, all that stuff is
And
like
Charlie's
Charlie's has a 10 out of 10 butter cake. That is
But-
the best thing.
butter cake.
Best butter cake
Interesting.
that I've ever had. Best butter cake in Tampa, 100%. But I think Council Oak is the best steakhouse, and I honestly think their pricing is a lot better too. Even being in the casino, a lot
Yeah.
of these places are getting just outrageous. Like you're charging $4 an oyster, buddy. Like let's fucking relax. It's not worth that.
So basically, for your
What
do you-
about Burns?
Burns is ass. Burns is a great experience, but I don't think Burns is good. Burns to me is like a.
Where do you put
6.5.
Burns? Where do you put Burns French onion? This
Well,
let me
apparently
just
they
preface
used
it.
to have a French onion person who left and then went to Boulan, and Boulan's French onion soup, just called onion soup because it's a French place.
Put big in things. Yeah.
That bitch is
Is it?
pretty good. I would give that onion soup, French onion soup, probably an 8.5.
do they sell fries or French fries?
I assume they just sell fries.
French place.
Yeah, it's just
Sliced
fries.
potatoes.
It's called chips, right?
Ooh, no,
No, that's England.
that's England, bruv.
England, bro.
Yeah, so I would say Council Oak is a top place. If you haven't been to Council Oak, check it out. Great place.
I like that.
And then go if you have a request for a server, my dog Jules, number 1. Always pick her.
So if you're listening to this, what's the channel they can follow you to check out your food reviews? You got
T Dingman20 is my Instagram.
T Dingman 20. You
all
gonna
I
do it,
have
you
for
gonna do it
now.
on there? You want to make a new one?
I should probably make a new one.
But for now,
Probably should, but for now,
Find it in the
T
bio.
Dingman 20. Unless we update you on our new channel name.
we'll put it in the description.
But yeah, and if you want to go to a nice sushi place,
Yeah.
very expensive. But it's like $25 a roll, which to me is very expensive.
A roll? That's not terrible. Is it like,
$25 for a roll? That's expensive as fuck.
I mean, it depends on the roll.
I mean, it's a fire roll. Honestly, this place is my highest rating in Tampa probably ever.
Don't drop it here.
It's
You got to follow T
but
Dingman
it
20 to find
is.
out.
I put it at like a 9 to a 9.5. I say 9.5 because I think 9, but 9.5 is like very high. But it's a 9 for sure. Like a 9 all day.
Really?
This place is
Is
fire,
it
but
the new one in Tampa?
it's not that new. But
It's called Tories?
no. Tory Bar is good. Tory Bar is very good.
This is what I need to know because my sister has been pushing me to take her to Tories. And
Well, there's
I
Izakaya.
thought it was the.
So there's Izakaya, which
Izakaya?
is
Hey,
Izakaya
save
Tory.
this for your podcast. We just cut it the promo for your
I know.
channel.
Yeah, we cut it.
I'm
We're done.
sorry.
I said,
got
don't,
excited.
I said, don't
I
drop
got-
it here.
I
And
got
Bryce
excited.
keeps
I
guessing.
can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear. So I'll tune in for the.
Jeez
I'll tune in
Louise.
for the
Sorry,
release of the best sushi place in Tampa. Computer guy, I saw a picture of you. I saw a picture of you on Instagram recently, and I'll tell you, you are a sculpted beauty. I 100% believe that you are 200 pounds and just chiseled.
Just muscle, dude. Straight rock over here. Rock hard.
You're a great weight now. What do you think I'm even more envious of you?
This luscious flow.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I went skiing.
Oh, that too.
Got stuck in snow.
You got
That
a
was my
great
favorite part.
lifestyle too, buddy. You got a great lifestyle, but yeah, that hair, man, something else. I really
My hair? Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going bald. It's
That's just the
the thing
the
about
headset.
hair is just
You keep that
part of
headset
life.
off for a month,
Yeah,
it'll
that-
come right back.
it's just the headset.
This guy, the thing about hair, it's
Not a
just,
chance.
it's just part of life. I don't have hair, so
He goes, I'm going bald. He's got Fabio over
The
there.
problem is I took my hair for granted, and don't ever do that, boys, because it slips.
You never
away.
what
had
is
long hair
going on
once.
here? Are
I've
we
never
just-
so
remembered.
fast.
yeah.
are we just going to gloss over me for every single one of these points?
You're rock solid.
We don't know what
dude.
your hair
You're
looks
fine.
like.
I don't have hair.
Well,
Yeah,
see
you
it.
never
just
taken
said
off your
that.
hat.
See what
That's
top
what
of
I'm
I've
the
been
saying,
bald for years.
Take that
We
off.
already talked about it. We
30
don't need to delve in more.
Exactly.
31
I'm
likes,
not-
you take
I'm
your
not-
hat off.
I'm
This
not-
guy-
Do you want me to point out the fact like I'm in the midpoint between Mike and you?
You go, I'm jealous of your luscious flow.
you
He
later.
goes, like
I'm not
hair's,
even-
hair's a part of life. This
Hey,
guy goes,
hey.
hey guys, just don't take for granted your hair. That's
I'm not
what
trying
I'm
to.
saying.
I'm not trying to kick anybody while they're down. I'm
I'm
leaving
feeling
you
a lot
out of
of-
it.
I'm
I'm
feeling a
just
lot of
hyping
kicks.
up my boy
Feel a lot
while
of
he's
kicks.
having a good time and he's enjoying
They
it.
don't call you Bruce Lee kicks for no reason.
Hey,
I got an issue where I've always had this where I will just mess with my hair and I'll twirl it
Mm-hmm.
and I'll twirl it and then I'll pull it.
Out.
Not out, but like,
not intentionally out, but you like try and lengthen it.
but I
then-
don't lengthen it. Like I twist it in a circle and then I like pull it.
Yeah,
It's a weird thing that I do.
no, I get it.
And it like causes split ends.
Uh-oh. I don't do that. I don't even know
No,
what that
I don't
means.
do that.
And I probably
Gotta
like,
shave that shit
and I
off,
probably
dude.
like am causing a bald spot on this side of my head.
I used to have just the worst cowlicks on the front two corners of my head, and I would always like twist those up, and I think that's why it's getting to me now.
Your hair looks good.
He does. He's got a thick flow.
You know what's going to be great is when you become a silver fox. You're going to have a great look.
He is built to be a
coming,
silver
dude.
fox.
He's got a good
so many
dad.
grays.
He's got that Robert Downey Jr. look.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't help
George
that I've got
Clooney.
a 5 head. But what can you do?
Not much.
Well,
No,
if you
you're
wouldn't have
fine,
said
dude.
anything about it, I wouldn't have.
No, you're fine.
I would
you're
never
fine.
Doesn't help
thought
I got
that.
that Vince Vaughn.
You got a long face.
I would have
It
never
fits.
thought of that,
That
if you
prominent-
didn't bring it up.
You know who's in We Are the World that I never would have guessed in the 2011?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Why is he in that? He's
I
singing.
don't know. He's singing in We Are the World. Him and in
Wilson?
the well, he replaces. He's in the
Jackson.
same position that Dan Aykroyd is in the original We Are the World, and it goes from Dan Aykroyd to Vince Vaughn. Two very.
Is that a
different-
fair comparison?
No,
Dan Aykroyd to
not
Vince Vaughn?
even close.
Yeah, Vince
Why
Vaughn's
not?
way funnier.
It's not that different.
I
Yeah,
think it's
very
fair.
different.
I think it's fair.
No, Dan Aykroyd was not. I feel like no.
What?
Who is a better ranter? Who's a really good ranter?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn is the best ranter of all time. I feel like in movies.
Yeah.
I could put like
Yeah,
So-
Vince Vaughn is always on edge. Like he's a little high strung,
Yeah.
no matter what. So we just go, he's pissed off about some certain things.
he's
and
quick.
He's gonna be
very quick.
They asked me a question the other day at this party. Well, actually, it was at dinner and then at the party. What do you think the funniest movie is to you?
the first movie that comes to my mind is Superbad.
That's the same one that popped into my head.
That's number one to you?
I don't know if it's the funniest movie.
Step
but-
Brothers was funny to me.
See,
for a
Superbad
long
came out at a time in our lives where we were living that life. Like it came out.
Breast
Right.
reduction.
The funniest movie to me, and this is gonna get some controversy, is Ali G in the House. That is the funniest movie I've ever watched.
Ali G's good. I don't know if it's
That's the funniest.
Ali
thing I've
G's
ever-
is
they
kind of
said-
ridiculously funny.
Wedding Crashers.
That's a good one.
Wedding Crashers is funny. I don't know if
I don't know if it's a funny.
it's a
It's
rom com.
It's a comedic movie, but it's not all laughs. It's not.
Right.
I agree. I don't think
Who's
it's
they?
the funniest.
Who's they?
Just a couple friends that I have.
Just
Okay.
a specific
Wedding
crowd.
Crashers is funny, but is it funnier than Meet the Fockers?
Meet the Fockers.
Jan
I was thinking
Silent
Along
Bob
Came
Strikes
Meet the
Polly.
Back.
Parents. Meet the Parents is the
Oh,
funny
sorry,
one. Meet the
is
Fockers.
it funnier than Meet the Parents?
Meet the Parents is very funny.
Yeah.
Similar movie.
I think and now I'm just gonna. This is a problem. Is you start this conversation, you just find the next funny movie. I think Tropic Thunder is funnier than Superbad and Meet the Parents.
Tropic Thunder is also funny, but there's such different genres. Like Meet the Parents and Wedding Crashers, I feel like are similar genres, but Tropic Thunder versus Superbad, totally different genres.
Yeah.
I
But
like
still-
I like Dumb and Dumber.
I-
That's one of my go-tos.
Dumb and Dumber is very funny.
Mine's Airplane. Like one of the.
Airplane's a classic.
I think I just
Is
like
it
the
funny
dry,
because
dumb humor.
of the quotes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just very
Don't
dry.
call me Shirley.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have some of the greats, some comedic greats in that one.
yeah. I'm still
If it's
sticking with
not
Ali G in the House.
Based off of quotes, I'm thinking like Scary Movie 2 is probably the funniest movie. Like actually made me
pretty
laugh
funny.
out loud.
Scary
Movie
Movie 2,
2
that's
is
my
pretty
strong hand. Which one's that?
That's that one.
Yeah, that's my
Yes.
strong hand.
That's not that funny, man.
It's got some funny parts, but that's just kind of ridiculously funny.
It's got funny quotes.
Yeah.
He just said
No, it's got like
he just said not for
Yeah,
the quotes.
it-
funny, but
it's not for the quotes, it's for the scenes.
I mean,
I'm,
it's,
I'm just
there's a
thinking
lot
about
of
scenes from Ali
back-to-back
G in the
to back.
House right now. And I'm
it's
just
great.
laughing.
Batures.
Beatrice.
I mean, it's all movies are
The chicken nugget.
quotable
The
and funny.
chicken nugget part. That is lives rent free up here.
It's hard to
I mean,
compare.
Borat used to get me for a while, so.
say
gonna-
it depends on like who you are.
I'm
what
starting
you
my
find
hunger
funny.
strike. No, it's the chicken nuggets.
Think of what are the 3 funny scenes
Honestly,
in Wedding Crashers?
the movie that I
Mom
read.
and Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. We get shot in the butt.
The meatloaf.
I never know what she's doing in there.
That's one a cameo
Wedding
from a
Crashers?
character that's only in it for 3 minutes. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they talk about the legend of the wedding
Ferrell?
crasher, and it's Will Ferrell, and he lives with his mom, and he crashes funerals.
I don't even think that's the funniest part, but that
Very
is
quotable.
the easiest quote for that movie for me.
She's got a few. It's like, you motorboat, son of a bitch. You
No,
motorboat?
yeah.
You motorboat? Vince Vaughn's great. Dodgeball's funny.
Dodgeball is funny.
Dodgeball's great. I mean, they all have very quotable. Like, I think the movie that I quote the most and I reference the most is Nacho Libre. I think Nacho Libre is the funniest movie ever
That's the
made.
dumbest movie I've ever
I
seen.
love Nacho Libre, but
I've never seen it.
It's not.
it's-
You should watch it. It's not funny.
You should watch.
I don't know what it is about
I know
it.
enough
man.
about it to like it's
It's
the Napoleon Dynamite of Jack Black.
Exactly.
What's
Exactly.
wrestling
That's a good
movie.
year
comparison.
one?
Year one's has funny parts.
Year
yeah,
one.
Jack Black, Michael
No,
Year
Cera.
yeah.
one's pretty fucking
They
funny.
go to Sodom and Gomorrah. It's pretty funny.
I mean, it could be as simple as like the mood we were in when we were watching it. Like
Yeah.
if it was a good period of our lives. That's why I think Superbad's so funny is because everything was funny in high school.
Superbad is up there because when it came out, we were living that lifestyle. We were going from high school to college,
Yep.
and we were trying to party. Everything they were doing, we were doing in our own personal lives, which is why it was like that much funnier.
Right.
But for sure, like who you're with, right? Like when I first watched The Hangover, I watched it by myself, and I didn't think it was that funny. Like I didn't think it was funny at all. And then I watched it with somebody, and it was a lot funnier.
That's very fair. That's very
Definitely
fair.
more funny. I think a lot of movies are more funny when you watch them with somebody.
Yeah. No, Nacho Libre is funny because of the back and forth I have with my sister, with even my dad. My dad loves Nacho Libre, and then with me and Amir can go back and forth on Nacho Libre forever. And so that's what makes it so much funnier. It's like I enjoy those moments repeatedly with friends. It keeps it prevalent and it just hits harder because exactly to your point.
I'm with that on Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah. Step Brothers, even Anchorman, we all joke around. I mean, I think that's part of Ali G. Ali G was hilarious because we all watched it and I think we all felt Ali G wasn't like a super well-known movie when it came out. And so us
funny.
watching it,
It's so funny.
right? Booyaka, booyaka.
never
We literally would
seen it.
ride in the car just going, booyaka, booyaka.
Mr. Boombastic.
Mr. Boombastic. Yeah, that was hilarious.
What is it?
You guys want to know the other question?
Speed limit racing.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Chill out, brother. Chill out.
Yeah, you can't go past the speed limit. Hey, think about the
Original.
What's his name? Bilbo, the new Bilbo in The Hobbit. He's Bilbo.
He's in Ali G. Yeah,
Yeah, what's his name? Like he's a major actor. He's a goofball back then.
I forget his name, but yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
What are you gonna say, Dane?
There was another question I was asked. This was at dinner. It was what are your top 3 cereals of all
Serious?
time?
Top 3 serial killers: Carl Weaver.
Ed Gein.
Anybody else?
Ed, what's the guy? Ed Kemper.
Ed Kemper.
And then Selena's manager.
It was,
Top 3 cereals. Captain
the-
Crunch is in the list.
So I can tell you my list. My list is Rice Krispie Treats cereal, which is the purple box with like the
1,000%.
is it Rice
Holy
Krispie
shit.
treats?
yeah. So it's like dried
You're
Rice
the
Krispies.
Only person.
It's not Snap Crackle Pop.
Buddy,
It's not that one.
It's a purple box. They used to only sell it at Walmart. Like you could get it originally, and then you could only get it at Walmart. It literally says treats on it in like the Rice Krispie treats. It's just literally dried Rice Krispie treats. So fucking good. No, I would spend the money on eBay, the $60, whatever it is, for a box,
Yeah.
if I knew it would be not stale.
This what makes me trust your food opinions. 'cause-
So that's my number
Never heard of
one.
Yep.
My number 2 is Reese's Puffs, and number 3 would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
I feel like
Reese's
my
Reese's
my
Puffs.
taste buds have adapted so well. I grew up in a very different household when it came to eating, and so my like go-to cereal was Raisin Nut Bran.
I was gonna say that's number 3 for me.
That was a big.
Hey, Raisin Bran is number 3
That
for
was
me.
Raisin Nut Bran was my number one because it had the raisins that were sugar
Oh
coated.
yeah, it was
And it was
Raisin Bran
so
slaps, dude.
good, so good.
We were a very vanilla family. Like we were like, you can have sweets, but we're not gonna get crazy. So, I'd have the Cookie Crisps.
Cookie Crisp. were
Cookie
cat-
Crisp
they're
weren't
alright.
good.
Cookie Crisp were.
They looked so
They looked so good.
I thought they would be
The
good.
box.
Oh, I thought they were gonna I didn't have them for so long, and I was like, you know what? Time to try them.
Right.
Not good, dude.
Number 1, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was in my top 3. Reese's Puffs was delicious. It was
Reese's
like that.
Puffs?
And then the milk afterwards was so good. But
I
it be-
can't open a box of Reese's Puff without finishing it.
Oh, it's true. I couldn't eat Reese's Puffs as a cereal anymore. I literally just eat it out of the box. But it almost was too sweet for me. I couldn't eat it.
Man.
It was too sweet for
So
me.
you got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Raisin Bran.
I had some wild like periods in my life. I had an Apple Jacks period where that was my go-to,
That's
and then
weird.
I changed off
I had
that.
Apple Jacks period.
I
too,
went to
yeah.
corn pops for some reason.
I was
Corn
gonna
pops.
say pops. I
So
love
you call it pops though, right?
I love pops.
It's
Because
pops.
they
It
were
is-
like
it
they,
is pops.
No,
It is
technically it's
pops.
corn pops. It's corn really
It's corn
small,
pops,
and
and
yeah.
it says pops really big.
Well, I thought corn pops like the generic version.
No.
And you had
No,
pops.
so
It's
I
corn
gotta have my pops.
when
Gotta have my
yeah
pops.
when they the one or two people said corn pops, and I was like, what the fuck is corn pops? I was like, pops? They're like corn pops. I was like, I looked it up. I was like, oh, it is corn pops.
Right.
But corn pops was good, except that sometimes the only issue is like you sometimes get like the little stale one.
Yeah.
It's like-
no,
it's
it's
like
very fair.
hard
Or
and
like
like
the
dense.
nasty brown dirty one.
Very fair.
I think
very fair.
number 2 for me, Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks, talk to me. I don't know it.
They're the little brown.
little frog
That was with
guy.
the crazy
brown-
little
They look like
monster dude.
they look like almonds almost,
They look a little
Yeah.
oats.
or like
I think they're oats, right?
You're thinking of honeycombs, Bryce.
Yeah,
That's
you're
that's
right.
the crazy
I'm
dude.
thinking honeycombs.
Oh, yeah,
Honey
no.
Smacks. Yeah,
Fair.
I think that's right. Honestly,
I-
now I'm questioning myself.
None of us mentioned. I feel like
It
Captain
is
Crunch
Smacks.
is like a
It
number
is.
4 for me though.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch is like just the regular Captain Crunch
Yeah,
flavor.
OG,
just-
OG.
It shreds the top.
exactly. I was gonna
rips.
say that's why it's off
But when
my
it gets
list.
a little soft,
But it's so good.
Oh yeah, when it's soft, it's really
that's
good.
a number 4 for
It's
me. It
got
doesn't
a
hit
flavor
3.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Oh man, I mean, I was again. It all goes back to like segments of my life. I feel like I transitioned so many times, but like Fruity Pebbles had a good year for me, where I was going to Fruity Pebbles.
Big Fruity Pebbles guys.
They
as a
got
kid,
too
you know.
sweet. They got too sweet. And then what is the rabbit
Tricks.
Tricks? I had a Tricks period.
Tricks
too.
is trash.
Had a
the
Tricks
the
period.
Tricks with the blue little flower. That was the best. Whatever
Yeah,
that flower
I did have
thing
a Tricks
was.
period. How would you guys eat
Are you
your
just
cereal?
are you just naming every cereal?
That's what they're
No,
doing at this point.
that's the problem. Is I had a year where I liked everything, but Raisin Nut Bran was the standard.
Your
That was
all-time?
I always had a Raisin Nut Bran, and I had a sweet one. It could be Frosted Flakes, could be Pops, could be Apple Jacks, could be Cinnamon Toast Crunch, could be Reese's
Frosted
Puffs.
Flakes, you have that
but-
sugar.
But Raisin Nut Bran was always right next to it.
Here's the thing: when I was a kid, I could not eat breakfast.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I can still kind of eat breakfast, but my problem was if I ate breakfast, my stomach would be in knots
I didn't eat breakfast.
all morning.
The cereal was
And
like for later when I got home.
I'd go to class, like it's like second grade. Like I'm like holding in as I'm walking to class, like I'm about to shit my pants. Well, I gotta find a bathroom quick. I couldn't eat breakfast.
Yeah, I understand that 100%.
I don't know why that is, but I would sometimes eat some cereal, but like by like the handful almost with no milk.
Yep.
And that's I would be okay with that for the most part. If I ate anything more than that, or if I ate milk with cereal, I'm done for like the rest of the morning.
Only real cereal I
Lactose
ate
intolerant.
without milk would be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The only one I could stand alone.
Reese's Puffs was my go-to. That was the only one I
Oh,
could
the
It's
eat.
too
Slam
dry.
Cinnamon
Some with that cold
Those
milk.
mini boxes, the mini boxes of cereal.
No, mini
Cinnamon Toast-
boxes
Oh,
always
yeah.
tasted different. Nah, they taste
They
like
did-
chemicals.
They did taste different.
They taste like
They
chemicals
tasted
every time.
strange.
When we used to go to, or like the ones that you give you in school,
Yeah.
in the little plastic thing with like the tastes like plastic.
Bothered me so much.
So bad.
Never had a good box of cereal.
If
from
a
school.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch was let's say it's a 9, when you got in that plastic thing, it was a 3.
That's why I love the Pops. It always came in like a tinfoil bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pops did. They did. I hated the wax bag. The wax bags were the worst. Forgot what came in the wax bag, but
None of the cereals I ate.
there was
Well, Pops had like a tinfoil on the outside, but like wax on the inside.
Reese's Puffs. I thought had a waxy bag. but
A
maybe
waxy
not.
bag?
Thought so. It could be Apple Jacks. I don't remember. One of them had like a waxier bag.
But how do I eat my cereal? I eat it with,
Milk first.
my
cereal
cereal-
first. Okay, sorry.
I
You're
put my
getting there.
cereal in my bowl, and I put all the whole milk in there, and I smash that, and I drink the milk, and then in round 2, I redo it again. Do you guys reuse the milk?
I don't drink the milk. I don't drink the milk until after my second bowl.
You guys are eating 2 bowls of cereal.
Hell yeah.
I would eat. I would eat.
I
I would
ate
eat
3, 4.
I would eat 3.
I ate how many the box fits.
There was a big thing in the 80s and 90s on movies where they would pour a bowl of cereal and then put sugar on top of it.
Yeah.
You guys remember
that
that?
was
Only
like that
Frosted
was the
Flakes.
original
Frosted
flakes.
Flakes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Only
corn.
Frosted Flakes.
That was
Wheaties,
corn flakes
bro.
that they would add
Wheaties,
sugar.
Or
on.
regular cornflakes.
Now,
That's crazy to think about.
it is wild.
Think about now. Like if you're just like, pour a bowl of cereal. Just get a cup of sugar and just pour it out.
I used to
Right.
love that every movie where they would have just the largest bowl known to man filled with cereal.
Yeah, Big Daddy. They'd have just
It's
a
just
big
like-
old
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
bowl.
It's like, what
It'd
are you
it'd be
doing?
like a fruit bowl. And they just put
Who has those bowls?
yeah, fruit bowls.
I did eat
Mixing
I did
bowl.
eat cereal out of a salad bowl one time, but it's It's not as good because it takes too long and the cereal gets too soggy. A little sog is good.
That's why
Too soggy is disgusting.
You gotta hit the 2-bowl. The
How
2-bowler.
do you make your ramen?
Pot, hot water.
Regular ramen and packet, or what? What do you do?
I'm a cup of noodles guy.
Yeah.
Anything different?
No, I just stovetop it, pot of water.
Yeah, but
Tell
Like, do you
him your
add
secret,
stuff?
Sharp.
do
Tell him your
you do
secrets.
anything extra?
I know
other than
his
the,
secrets.
The water in the packet.
I
Do you, like,
got so many stuff. I got
Sometimes I add a
soy
little
sauce,
more
put in
extra. No, maybe hot sauce.
some cheese, some hot Cheetos on top.
You used to
Yeah,
do
he
cheese.
hit it.
So-
let my boy lead you
I
down
feel
a
like you used
path
to put
here.
Parmesan cheese on yours.
I never did. I used to do Here's what I used to do with SpaghettiOs.
oh
And I
god.
learned this from my brothers. We would do SpaghettiOs. You'd pour half the can. You'd take 2 slices of American cheese. You diamond pattern them. And then you put the rest of the SpaghettiOs on top. Cook that in the microwave for 2 minutes. Let the cheese melt. Mix it in. Put in some some Taco Bell mild sauce in the SpaghettiOs. Mix that in. And then you cover the top of the SpaghettiOs with goldfish.
How high were these guys?
And you
Were they-
wonder why you had shitting problems in 2nd grade.
Dude, you do
With
this.
goldfish?
Go home and do this right now.
I'll throw up if I have that.
It's delicious.
They-
SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Got to be that one.
Right.
2 slices of American cheese, Kraft.
Mix it, goldfish. We got it. That
Leave it
sounds
there.
Crazy.
Don't add goldfish.
No,
Yeah.
you do.
How was I the
Talk
fattest
about
middle
mild.
schooler?
No, you were the tubbiest middle schooler.
Tell me,
Come on,
middle
dude.
schooler I know.
Honestly, I feel like Mike has been like tearing it up in the gym, like losing
He's doing
20
great.
pounds
He's
because we
doing
call him
great.
the tubbiest middle schooler. He's
That
pissed.
was it. You triggered it in his brain.
I got a vendetta, dude.
Yeah.
I would rewatch that episode. It's the only thing I listened to in the gym.
Tubbiest middle
You're
schooler.
so tubby.
Nah, dude, try it. It tastes
Unbelievable.
delicious.
I can't do that.
I
can't
do miss
that.
the Chef Boyardee beefaronis though.
Yeah,
Beefaroni was
guys.
good.
They were fire.
I was a big TV dinner guy for a little while there. Healthy choice. 4 cheese ziti. Unbelievable.
So I do my ramen 2 different ways, right? One of them is more of an Asian, like, you use yum yum sauce. So there's yum yum sauce, flaming hot Cheetos, mix it together, boom, it's simple like that. But you boil it, then you put the soy sauce, and then you put the yum yum sauce and the flaming hot Cheetos, boom, you're good to go there. Now, if you want to get into it and get some real good ramen, you cook the noodles in the water, drain the water, maybe a little bit of water. Boom, crack 2 eggs in there. Now you're doing it like it's a carbonara. Bam, you got a nice coating on the eggs. Then you throw some mixed cheese in there, hot sauce. Boom. Sometimes you do hot Cheetos, but you don't need to. You mix that cheese and that hot sauce with that egg in there. Now we're fucking talking.
I don't know.
You're not wrong. See,
Sounds
I'm along
wild.
those same lines. You do everything you just said at the beginning. You do the packet, get rid of most of the water, but I do soft boiled egg. Soft boiled egg goes hard in a pack of ramen. Cut up some green onions, sprinkle those
Yeah,
on
some
top.
scallions,
Some
yeah.
hot sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of yum yum sauce. If you got some sesame seed, put that on there. That's pretty good.
I used to think that Sharpe made the best eggs in the world.
I do make the
back
best eggs.
back near it was like the end of high school era. It was like senior year going to college.
Gordon Ramsay.
And then I realized one, he just used butter, cheese, and he does a good job. But I came from a house that just ate egg whites for 6 years. So I went from that to eating
From that
eggs
level,
a whole egg.
with butter and cheese.
let me just tell
And
you.
I was like,
Let
wow.
me just tell you something
This
right
is
now.
the secret.
I done took my eggs to a whole nother
Another
level.
Level.
My eggs now, shit, them things is busting.
What do you do different?
I can tell you all the secrets, man.
I only make Gordon Ramsay eggs.
Here's the thing:
Yeah.
you learn, like as you get a little older, you start to learn that like the reason that restaurant food tastes good is because if you think about how much butter you put in the food you cook at home, they put twice the amount of butter. If you think about how much sugar you put in the food at home, their ingredients have twice as much sugar. So
In some
things
ways.
are
It's all-
butterier.
but it's more so. I feel like the prep of restaurant food is 90% of the
Yeah.
flavor because they
Also, I
put
don't have
so
to cook
much
it.
time way beforehand. They get everything ready. They have it perfectly seasoned. By the time we're actually cooking, we're going to get ready to eat. We're not doing all that extra prep. We're literally just throwing things together. We're not letting things sit in the fridge for 24 hours and
That's a
marinate.
good point.
Do you guys use a lot of butter?
No, but I go to hibachi restaurants and I see the amount of butter they put on my fried rice.
Yeah.
That shit
I
tastes
don't
so
use.
good.
I went to
don't use
hibachi
butter for, like,
yesterday.
anything.
I don't really use butter. I'm on olive oil and everything. All oil and everything.
I use
I'm a big. I'll mix between olive oil and butter.
Yeah.
use
But I'll-
margarine.
Yeah.
I went to Kobe's yesterday, and it was honestly.
Did you go to
Delicious.
Kobe's because you saw I had Kobe's?
I haven't been home all weekend.
Oh,
When'd you get Kobe's?
2 days ago.
Oh no, I missed it. No, they took me for my birthday. Super nice, super nice.
I got Kobe's on your birthday.
Oh, well, thanks for the invite.
Hey, you should,
I
you
was
should be
there.
thanking
Saw
you,
you.
but
When did Kobe start adding potatoes to their fucking?
Yeah,
They always
they
have
added
in the hibachi.
potatoes in the teriyaki chicken, and they added potatoes and teriyaki chicken, and they added what was it? Not broccoli to their shrimp. They added something else to their shrimp. It was not artichokes. I can't remember. Squash. They put squash in with their shrimp, and honestly, the squash and the shrimp might have been my favorite part of the meal. It's delicious. But I got the Kobe's trio, and it came with I upgraded the fillet instead of the sirloin.
I like that.
It was delicious, but I'll tell you, like whenever you cook it all on the grill, all seasoned the same way, you put soy sauce on everything, and then you dip it all in the yum yum. Can't tell the difference.
I mean,
I couldn't tell you the difference.
I
Between
mean,
shrimp and
I like squash and zucchini,
Yeah.
like as it is,
zucchini,
whatever.
yeah,
But
zucchini's fire.
when it's on that flat top, getting that little char, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
something about it.
They were telling me they spatchcock broccoli, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. The chef said no, like we spatchcock all the broccoli, so it's warm. It's like, how's that work? Spatchcock, so you open it up.
You fillet it down the middle and like lay it flat.
I'm using the wrong word. Blanch.
Blanche.
I was about to say.
I was like, what?
I mixed up my spatchcock and my blanch.
I was on.
It's always a tough one, yeah.
Classic mistake.
I always get that one mixed up.
the blanch and the spatchcock.
Yeah, when I was thinking like turkey, I was like, do I blanch it? I'm like, which one is this?
Blanch is where you like dip it in cold water, right? Like you cook it,
Cook
dip
it
it
and
in
then
cold
you
water.
jam it in ice cold water.
All right, yeah, they
Stop the
blanch,
cooking.
they
And
blanch it all beforehand because they say it takes too long to cook the broccoli, and then everything else
A
will
lot,
get
like most
overly
restaurants
cooked.
do that.
Yeah. The veggies were delicious. Oh, the noodles. Wow. I wish I could
Yeah.
make their noodles.
The
like they
noodles
do.
were so good,
They're
dude.
so good. They're so good. Did you go like to the hibachi?
No,
you get it to
I
go.
just got it to go.
Get hibachi to go.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I mean, I guess it's delicious. It's
I mean, I Uber Eats it once in a while.
that hibachi to go, it lasted me like 3 days. It's
Oh, I'm
so,
sorry. It's
much
so much
food.
Me and
Yeah,
the
3
lady-
days.
Me and the lady split it. We split the trio, and it was like the perfect. Like it was like to where like the last few bites of my portion were like put me over the edge, and it was great.
Y'all ever been to a Genghis grill?
Yeah.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Here's the thing. They still around?
No.
Not really, no.
They're gone.
I think most of them are closed.
Everything.
Not all of them.
All the ones I know are closed.
Then I guess it don't matter.
Brandon
They
Carroll.
closed them down because of us.
Then I guess I ain't gonna
Might
tell.
have.
Here's the reason they closed. So you start the Genghis grill. If you've never been there before, they have all the ingredients. It's like a Chipotle almost, I guess, but you build your own bowl. So you go to the raw ingredients on the buffet. You put all the raw ingredients in a bowl. You get to the end, you put it on a grill, and they cook it for you with your sauces that you picked out. Then you get it with your starches, and you're good to go. But if you want to, the reason they closed, obviously, is because we would go to Genghis Grill, and you would start in reverse. You would go to the end of the line, go to the veggies, put all the veggies you want in the bowl, because those are like loose. They're going to fall off
Yeah, they're
the
gonna fall out
bowl.
of the top.
So you put them in the bottom, and you go back to the meats, and you load the meats up with all the sticky meats that you can fit in there. Put your steaks, put your pork, put your chickens, but it all sticks together. So you
Stick it with your hands and shit and make it
exactly.
really pack it in.
So you build a mountain on top of your bowl. And you on top of that, you put pepperoni. So like you cover it up with pepperoni, and then you got your sauces. You grab 3 eggs. You've got all your sauces in a cup.
Yeah.
So you walk with like as much as you can hold.
Yeah,
to
your
the
hands
stove,
are holding
to the
it too,
stovetop.
everything's-
I've got 3 eggs. I've got a mountain in my bowl, and I choose double noodles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here you go, man. It's like
Let me see what you can
5
do.
pounds of food.
Let me see what you can do.
It
with
always
it.
felt like they might have thrown some back. You ever feel like the amount
Yeah.
you got back, you're like,
I don't think they threw it back. They would just grill it all up
I
and just
don't know
slide
about
some
that.
into a bowl right there.
Sometimes the amount they brought over, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is way too much. I used to like to get instead of the cold on the bottom, I would just do a tower layer of pepperoni. So it'd be pepperoni, meat, pepperoni, meat, pepperoni, meat. It'd just be a tower of meat.
And in all seriousness,
Every time we went in, Every time we went in, they changed the rules. The next time we went,
Yeah.
Yeah. You
They
can't,
changed
you
the rules.
can't carry
At the
the
start
eggs
of the
up.
line.
You can't do this.
no stacking meat.
Then they got rid of unlimited bowls. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like the big thing was they like you know how you go to like Yogurtology or whatever, they weigh your bowl and they
Yeah.
charge you for that. So you've got like a packed bowl full of goodies, and you get to the weigh, you get to the scale,
Oof.
and it's like 6 pounds, and it's hey, it's $42 for your
Yeah.
like oh, what?
Yeah.
Put that back. But Genghis Grill, they didn't weigh your bowl, so it's like you were
No,
just
they didn't
you were
care.
charged for one bowl.
$11.
Right.
$11 a bowl, however much you can fit into that thing. So we stack it as high as you can go.
It's true. I just feel like,
You had Genghis Grill for a week.
yeah, you'd load up.
So much
In all
Genghis Grill.
seriousness, though, why do you think they went out of business? I mean, I can understand that being a problem that they can't really track their food costs that well.
We did
but,
go through a pandemic where their main appeal is in-person sales.
Yeah, I get, but you could still build it. But even then, they were already going out before the pandemic. They were dying out.
Yeah, they were
well
pretty
before
slow.
that. They popped up and disappeared pretty quick.
That one on 60 was there for a while.
The one in 60 and the one in Tallahassee was there.
The one in Tallahassee was there for like 2 years. 3 years.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Probably went down because sriracha is no longer readily available.
It's back now.
It's back.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah,
I went to
it's
Publix
coming
the other
back up.
day.
Same
I saw-
flavor? New flavor.
I haven't tried it, but I haven't tried the new one, or I haven't tried the most recent one. I don't know if they've changed it or not. I hope they didn't, but I did see it the other day and I was like, oh shit. Because my dad asked me to bring him. He's like, yo, if you find something, bring it. This was before I went to Pennsylvania. And I was like, I got this half bottle I can bring up for you. Like, I don't really use it as much because we used to use it like when I was a kid before sriracha was ever big. And he's like, yeah, just bring that. And I go to his place and he's like, yeah, we've been nursing this one for a long time. He's like, we had to fucking add a little extra, make it last. I was like, fuck, dude. He's like, yeah, I can't. He's like, I can't get it.
We got so much sriracha at my place of employment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Is it
just recently though.
legit? Is it old?
It's legit.
Just recently?
New or
Just
old?
got new?
We've had it.
Going straight
we've
for the
not been out of
distributor?
sriracha.
Oh, what the fuck? Should have contacted you.
Well, I think
No,
My
they
dad-
filled
hopefully
it
my
as
dad doesn't listen to
distribution
this.
centers
I think they
before
changed the
anything
recipe.
Oh, because
Possible.
I think the sriracha peppers that were
Well,
originally in the recipe
it was only the
are
one
no
farm.
longer readily available.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
I
was-
think they've changed it now, so it doesn't taste the same.
I think
I'll have to try it.
the dude the whatever dude that was doing the sriracha peppers had a partnership with another farmer or something like that, and I think they just expanded the land to start growing more sriracha peppers.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Where were they sourcing these from? You know, what country?
No, I don't know.
It's
Like
Hui
Vietnam.
Farms.
Where
or
are we
China or
thinking?
something.
South
Hui
America,
Farms.
China?
Somewhere in Asia.
Y'all want me to get into this craziness happening in the shipping industry?
I don't think it was
Nah,
in
dog.
China. I think it
I don't
was.
know if you want
dog.
to. All right, Sharpe. Intro us.
Okay.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Middle Grounds Pod. You have Mike, the good big bad bulldog. Tyler Dingy Dingbat Silver here, hitting ones and twos. You got Dylan over there in the corner. Brycey, cool guy. He's got the glasses on today, and from the distant land, Mike Jero.
No, not the full
Hold
name,
out
bro.
on
We've
East
been
Coast
over this.
shipping directed to the West Coast for the next 2.5 months.
All right, Sharpe, take us
And
out.
with that, this is going to be another great episode of the Middle Grounds Podcast. You have Mikey, the big bad bulldog Sharpie, Tyler Dingbats hitting gangers, Brycey, the cool guy. He's got the glasses. Dylan on the ones and twos in front of the camera, and
Fabio over there, man. He's looking good.
He does look very good.
How much
doesn't
you
he?
weigh
Full
now?
name, dude.
How much do you weigh?
Probably a lot more after this weekend.
Yeah. Weekend in Colorado.
I'll let you
I
know
don't
tomorrow.
man. You're out there skiing,
I gained 5 pounds. I won't make
snowboarding.
it. It went straight to my hips.
Did you go to the ramen place I told you in Breckenridge?
No,
Yeah.
we just drank the whole weekend.
Peppers were
We're
grown.
nonstop.
In, peppers were
We're
grown in
nonstop.
California.
Did you see a moose in Breckenridge?
I did not.
His name's Larry. He's very
Bye,
friendly.
Mike.
He's on the slope next to the Hilton.